apply directly to the forehead.
Didn't they get sued?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got sued for false advertisement.
Who got sued for false advertisement?
Head on. That stick that looks like a glue stick that supposedly took care of headaches. By
Head
just rubbing it
on,
on your
apply
forehead.
directly to forehead.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I
Oh,
find
God.
myself remarkably glad about that as a concept.
It was a very annoying commercial.
It was.
Enough that the people who no longer have like freaking cable or anything still
Still know it.
Oh, Hobble, are you
Head
streaming?
on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on,
Okay.
apply directly to the
Hobble
forehead.
stream.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on is available
Yeah,
without a
I'm
prescription
literally
at
getting the
retailers
commercial.
nationwide.
Oh god. We're a sponsored stream
That was
now.
my life. You remember what you told me about this game? And how we were gonna have to play it on the floor because it wouldn't fit on the table?
Uh-oh.
Considering some of the shenanigans we had to pull to make it fit on the table, I don't want to hear it.
I see. So
She's so very aggro.
so
She's so
Uh-huh.
aggro. So sorry.
Rules modification is a time-honored tradition. I don't want to hear it.
I see.
So aggro. Anyway.
Sounds like the whole fam is aggro. Fam.
No, the thing about the betrayal at House on the Hill is it's designed to make you all want to fucking
It's
murder.
betrayal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's in the title.
It really is. I mean, they warn you up front. There will be agony.
It's
there will
like
be suffering.
Murder Monopoly.
And that's all there is to it. Murder Monopoly. I mean, yes,
You
but
go.
no.
But Monopoly's murder Monopoly.
I mean, when you play Monopoly, there's a part of you that is obviously damaged because you think it's not going to do what it will do. When you play Betrayal at House on the Hill, you absolutely know what's coming.
If you can see me,
I can't tell
failed
if
my step.
Jill's is just wanting to show us their shirt,
That's a
or
crit
if
one.
we said something that's making her turtle.
No, that wasn't turtling. That was hey, the
No,
person who gave me this shirt is here.
turtling is much more subtle and more trying to hide.
Okay.
Didn't we take a rest?
I think we called it right before the rest.
Okay.
We did.
Because, like, I just got back and we did the eagle thing with the boat, and we're like, where do we go from here?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
I vaguely
Right.
remember.
I feel so
So-
damaged on the concept of trying to remember what we did because we so didn't do what we did. So, you know, that's fun. That's
Mm.
exciting.
Stick sold us out to a bunch of necromancers.
We
So
think.
it has been
Wow.
too long since we were doing it was 3 weeks, right?
About that,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
3 weeks is a long time. We have forgotten probably a lot of things. Also, our navigator is currently being played by a different person than usual.
Well,
Navigator.
instead of any perception check, just auto succeed and every attack roll auto fail. I mean,
Just some
Considering his stats, I'm still wondering how the hell he auto fails. Dice
Hey guys,
just
how you
hate
doing?
him, I
It's
guess.
Hobble.
Mhm.
Been a while, hasn't it?
So, when last we were together, if I recall correctly,
hog.
uh-oh. I was having internet issues earlier, and I only heard like every other word of that. So I have
Oh,
concerns.
Pims is in chat. Hi, Pims.
Hello, Pim.
Hello, Pims. Pim says, just because I'm not playing doesn't mean I'm not letting you fix.
Then why aren't you playing?
Valid question. I probably
Because-
There's a reason.
Yeah.
He's hanging out with his girlfriend.
And so's Cube.
See, I was going to talk trash there,
That's
but
my
I don't
fiancé.
actually want to create
There we
some
go.
accidental
Beyonce.
trouble there. I don't want to create accidental drama by being a smartass. So, you're welcome.
I do it all the time. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We're mods in his Discord. We earned this power, right? That's how this works.
Earned is a weird word, but yeah.
We're given this power.
Cursed
I
with,
was
yes.
bribed.
Accidented.
Hi.
Cube's hanging out with his wife. That's different. That's Pims.
All right,
Not
that's fair.
yet, wife. But close enough. We've been living together for damn near
A decade?
A decade.
Yeah, damn near a decade. There's a house and 2 dogs.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
Slackers.
Plus children.
Yeah.
All right. So, back to D&D.
Phil's just trying real
Sorry?
hard. It's not working.
Listen, I am trying real hard. I don't know why. Starting 2 days ago, I got hit with an attack of the, oh god, why am I doing this? I'm so nervous. I
You're
can't
not
handle
stressed.
it. Yeah, I don't know what, I was doing pretty good for a few weeks before we were off for a couple,
Mhm.
and then coming back to it, I don't know why, I'm just like,
Well,
She's
if we just
worried
get
we're gonna
into
eat
shit,
her,
You'll feel
her
better
hand
about
carrots.
yeah, it's fine.
Don't worry.
Also, I'm still bleeding. It's fine.
I'm sure whatever you planned, we will just totally ignore and do something else within 10 minutes. It'll be fine.
Yeah. So the thing that you have to decide in front of you now is where you go from here, because you have a couple of options. Your paladin was returned to you in eagle form when last we were around.
Right, we have to go get the blanket. We don't have an option.
So now you have to decide whether you are going to be like, fuck that shit, or whether you're going to try and go get Warden's blankie back from the creepy elf lady.
Well, our options were go get the blanket back or assume that he's going to get heebie-jeebied and a spite on the entire time.
Also, didn't the Guardian of Orlunga say some of them could be helpful in the long run?
Helpful, but not good.
Hi, Pondo.
I
I
don't
mean,
remember,
helpful,
and that
though.
wasn't my conversation.
It's
so...
written on the map. That's the only reason I'm going by that.
Oh, that was a rumor as well that we got.
Yeah,
Get an act.
that they're
Oh,
That
they're
was there
helpful,
before Lunga.
but not all super helpful.
I mean,
It
Yeah,
was
that's
the
fair.
next place we were going to check out.
Now,
I
you
think
did
I'm
talk
just
to
a
a
rock
green
on
rogue
the-
wizard.
Don't have much.
Right?
Right. So,
yeah.
So what you're saying is maybe they're a
Mistake.
druid?
I would like you to tell the story in as much detail as you possibly can
Oh,
about
no.
what
That's fucked.
happened when you went to see your friend, the green-robed elf
Alright.
lady.
It's
Guess
been
who
a
should have
month.
taken notes?
Yeah.
Before it begins, we all have to do this first. Cute, come on.
I'm,
Oh, I'm
Be a
sorry.
nerd.
This is
I'm
as
gonna
good
just
as
be
I can
straight
get.
up though. It's a month and I didn't write most of that down. So
So that makes it even better. It'd actually be even more in character that you guys like. I kind of remember.
I mean,
I just imagine this in like crayon for some reason.
Okay.
Just suddenly chop
Hold
So-
on,
them.
let me get the whiteboard.
did I actually? What did I write down? Okay. I wrote down there was some red-robed goatee guy that knows sleep.
Okay.
That's a helpful
So
note, right?
back up slightly. Starting from Guardian of Orlunga.
Oh, like starting from there?
Right. So you tell the story to your party
Okay.
about what has happened since last you saw them.
Well, please correct me if I get something super wrong.
Okay.
But it's so in character.
I mean, that's fair. Jills will intervene when need be. So, the Guardian said, hey, your friends are going towards those red mages. So I'm like, cool. Amongst other conversation that's not relevant at the moment. So,
Are you keeping secrets?
it's not relevant at the moment. I also don't remember
So-
half of it.
Yes.
Also, yes.
The paladin's keeping secrets. Got it.
Paladin of a God of
like-
Truth keeping secrets.
It's not secrets. It's
Secrets
just
aren't
not,
lies.
it's not
Totally
relevant.
Totally a secret. You can tell it
Anyway.
in his voice.
If you want to be technical about it, it's a god of divination.
Oh, so then
That just
secrets are
happens to
bad.
dabble in truth, okay?
Mages, but
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, the Guardian was like, they're going towards Orlunga. Or not, they're going towards the Red Mages. You should go that way. So I started going that way. And then after a few days, I met zombie gorilla spiders.
I'm sorry, zombie
What?
gorilla spiders?
Zombie gorilla spiders.
Were they
Nope,
more
not zombie
spiders or
gorilla
gorillas?
You,
What?
I thought
it
this
wasn't zombie gorilla
said,
spiders.
Was it not?
the-
I thought
The spiders was the rest.
Red badgers?
There was a spider at a giant spider at one point.
Don't know why I like his version. Let him go.
Okay,
Just
zombie
let go.
gorilla
Don't
spiders.
correct
Yeah.
me
So were they
anymore.
more gorillas or spiders?
yes.
Were
They
they
were more
like
zombie.
fuzzy with lots of big fists?
There wasn't really for a lot of bones sticking out though. It
Big
was kind of
fisting.
messed up.
So were they?
I
Bony
can't
gorilla
find
spiders.
my
Well-
record marker.
Something I didn't put together at the time, but
guess
have
I
since
said that
had my
first.
attention brought to. There was one of those red mage guys with them, and they didn't seem to attack him. And I did also fall asleep almost immediately after meeting that guy.
Wait. So let me see if I get this straight. You met some critters that
Yeah.
were undead.
I mean, they were 4 times my size, give or take.
And undead.
Yeah.
Took a nap?
Yeah, this checks out.
It wasn't exactly willing, which was a common theme while I was gone, but that's for not super important at the moment.
That is a matter of debate. It seems fucking important to me.
All right, and then
Especially between you and the guy up there.
that's not that's not knowledge in character yet, but you know.
Yeah, no shit.
And then I woke up in the giant floating rock oval thing. That's above, up there, point.
What about it?
It's a room in like an office space with
Oh.
the green robed lady in it.
Yeah, about
And, you
those
know.
TP reports.
TPS.
Yeah, she seemed kind of nice. I have since had some suspicion after talking to other people, which I probably should have had a long time ago, but didn't.
I
But whatever.
remember you animatedly talking about how nice this lady was.
She
Nice
seemed nice.
lady.
And then how fucked we were after we explained something.
Because you asked her, she asked you so many questions.
She only asked a few, and I don't know half the crap she asked anyway. It's fine.
Hey,
She
Steak.
asked-
Yeah.
Where was Yeet when they woke up? In
Oh,
the
did I
oval
not
rock thing. Be more specific.
Did I not mention the cage part? I probably didn't.
No,
mention
you
the cage
didn't.
Part.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. Did
yeah.
you see you woke up in a cage, but she was a nice person?
She was a
Look,
nice
people
person.
treat kobolds like a dog. It's at times. It's fine. I've been treated worse.
By what?
Other people.
You need to find a better class of people to hang out
People
with.
need to stop assuming every kobold's gonna stab him and steal from him.
I mean, you have done some stealing before.
Not the point.
Just, okay.
It was one egg, which he then murdered.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to steal that egg. I just didn't say anything at the time because we were gonna die if I did.
I was talking about all that stuff you
Okay,
stole from
but I
Nanny
do
Poo-Poo.
recall you very specifically throwing that egg down and shattering it into
I
trillion
was
pieces.
trying to give it back once we were done with it.
I mean, that was your story, but I watched you throw it.
I got pushed. We've been over this.
Have we?
Yes, you're the one that pushed me.
Hmm.
I think it was you. Out of character, I didn't actually catch who said they pushed me. So
I'm fairly certain that Tortle tied a rope around you so that you wouldn't
and
get
then
hurt.
pushed me after I was tied.
I think you failed a check. Like, you just kind of tripped over the edge while holding the thing, and then you flung the egg at the ground at high speed. It was brutal.
Chosen one omelets.
I don't think this is again not relevant at the moment.
Oh,
So,
okay. My bad.
He came back.
Hey,
Been in a- Oh.
hey, Yeet.
Hmm?
Do you remember if they asked you about the death curse?
I'm sorry, the death.
They did.
I'll be back.
Okay. They asked why I was in the jungle in the first place. I mentioned someone asked us to go look into that. I don't remember the name and didn't remember the name and probably should not be told their name at this point. Call it a hunch. Just not important. Not right now. Later. And they did say that they knew of it and were working on it. Looking back, that's a bit vague. Okay, a lot vague. Yeah, a lot of stuff didn't really connect to in the other number until talk to you guys. What's the other number in that?
See a clone with an ass like this?
Oh, thank you.
5.
I thought it was 7.
But definitely new polymorph, and probably script, which aren't exactly just something you just do.
Hi, this is. You're no longer speaking as. This seems like not your character.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I have no idea what you would use to determine that someone is a high-level caster as your fella.
They're in a big floating rock.
They did some cool magic stuff.
And I was a
That I
bird.
buy.
I then was a bird.
They're on a big floating rock.
I mean, not for nothing. They could have found a big floaty rock and just hooked a
That's
rope
true.
on it.
Well,
Did
They
they
could
dress
have
like a
moved into
nerd?
somebody else's big floaty rock after they quit.
was your question just, did they dress like a nerd?
Yeah. Did they dress like a nerd?
How does a nerd dress in this
You
case?
know, big robes and shit.
That,
Big roads.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
You are very helpful.
Look, am I forgetting anything?
Steak?
I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I could be
Roll an
wrong.
Arcana check.
Arcana. That's a negative stat. That'll be fine.
Wow.
A 0.
Good job there,
Yep.
my dude.
You
I mean, you
know
know.
shit.
Mad props.
You know
Good for you.
shit.
I have
Yeah,
magic. I
so-
don't even.
She did some magic stuff to you, is all you know.
Ah,
And then you were an eagle.
it's a
Also-
little 0.
Also, you did at one point ask, "Can you help me find my friends?" What happened then?
I mean, she helped me find my friends. That,
Uh-huh. How?
with the blanket that I forgot to get back.
This is why you should have been sent without your stuff.
Hey, that fairy dragon had some moments, though. I mean,
Oh, I don't think I really want to hear this. Shit.
that is the entirely wrong accent.
Thanks.
Fuck.
Oh, Cap. 3 months.
That was the entirely wrong accent.
Woo.
All right,
Rose is
look,
schizophrenic and has
I'll
multiple
openly
voices.
admit, probably not my best course of decisions over the last 2 weeks.
You have a habit of this.
Can I use danger sense to see if we're fucked?
I did.
It does not work that way.
To be honest, I vaguely remember Warden doing a primeval awareness thing.
Make it rain!
I think
Okay.
last time.
Sure. Primeval awareness is not going to give you much information from 40 miles away from where the lady is.
I will
Good
say that
point.
particular ability of Warden's
Thanks,
does seem
Kubus.
a little off at the. Like, it doesn't seem like a benefit to have it be such a large area.
Also, you're too far. You're out of its range. It's insane
Yeah.
range. You're out of it, current.
Yeah. It's currently 6 miles?
I think it's 8.
It's 8 per it's 6 miles plus 1 per level of spell he sacrifices.
Okay.
Oh,
Based
let's try,
on
or-
based on Yeet's description of the magic, I will let one of you make an Arcana check to see if you can understand anything about what happened.
Who's actually got good arcana in this group?
I have. Well, do we want to talk about it, like in game?
Please
or no?
do. Please
I
do.
think
Right, if you all want to talk about it together, you
I
all
think-
can together make one check.
Okay.
I think Shaggy.
I have a
might.
0 modifier.
Got a 1.
I will
Are
tell
you
you,
seriously
Arcana.
the smart one as the barbarian?
See, now this is very important. Like, out of character concept, Shaggy's power is borrowed. So I thought it very relevant to have no art.
So is mine.
He needs a
I'm just
retarded
dumb.
blockbuster.
See, everyone in the group has some sort
Blockbuster's
of
good.
sugar daddy.
Hey, talk for yourselves, you
So it
Brandies.
sounds like I'm the best. at magic.
None of us know
Which is
anything
funny
about
'cause
your
I
magic,
hate it.
though.
Well, you don't have a sugar daddy per se, Tortle, but your shell came from your daddy, so
I grew up with nerds. What do I know about it? Absolutely nothing.
Fuck all. So,
Let's get all these ones out of the way.
some
Losing
weird magic
points.
shit happened. That's
Isn't
all
it
y'all
weird?
know.
Yes.
Some
Alright.
weird magic shit
Yeah, that sounds
happened.
good. Yeah.
The lady told Yeet she was a wizard.
And then did magic, which proved they're a wizard.
And
That's
then-
all we know.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
It does, doesn't it?
Wizards have magic, can confirm.
The
Can
rest of
confirm.
you, with your common sense, were indeed like, the lady seems fishy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But there's not much we can do about it.
But according to Araj, very friendly.
Maybe she was
I'm
friendly.
still suspicious. I think it's
I
still
mean, you're allowed to
be
be. I kind of
suspicious.
am now, but in the moment, she seemed fine.
hmm
I mean,
At
good, she
this
seemed
point,
fine.
it is up to you all to decide what you're gonna do about it. Cause you already know where you're going.
Zephyr
You
stick.
don't necessarily
Like
have
blanket.
to go back to the floaty rock thing.
Is that shit?
You can go wherever the shit you feel like.
No, it's supposed to be my impression of Warden. My blanket.
So, this is the way I see it. We go meet the wizards head on, and they know we're coming, or we ignore them, and then we find them later. More like they find us.
Also,
I mean-
for what it's worth, that blanket, she was able to locate Warden from said blanket.
And Warden already expressed an unhappiness with the concept of them having
So
property
if
that can
they,
lead them to him.
if they have that, they can just find us whenever. And I mean,
It's.
well,
Did you
Yeah.
did you say to the lady anything about coming back ever?
I didn't honestly think I'd get back to the group. So it never occurred to me of saying I'll go back at some point.
On Goose
I
the
don't
Lizard.
think
Like,
I'd
it
get that
said
far.
She said she'd
Great.
help you, and then
I li-
you said I probably won't make it with her help, so I'm not gonna
No,
bother saying anything. I'll see you
I
later.
didn't say that. I just, the eagle thing happened a little bit faster than I was expecting, and you can't really talk when you're a bird. I can't really talk when I'm a lizard, but that's not the point.
Alright, I'm all sorts of confused, so why don't we just go and get the blankie back?
I mean, it does sound like a thing.
We just go up, if she's that
Warden-
much of a nice lady, we'll just go up, knock on the door, and say, hey, this is our friend, you turned her into a bird. She's
Hey,
Hey,
slightly
look at it
smarter
this
as a
way.
bird,
Either I'm right or you guys are right, and either way, someone in the group's right.
so we're gonna go get the blankie.
I feel like I'm not having the same pull I did when we started this conversation.
I do remember last time we talked about the possibility of being scryed on, and I mooned them.
That just a
I
thing that
do
happened.
remember that.
Yep, that happened.
We all agree with that, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
you definitely did. We all
This'll be fun.
absolutely agree that that was the thing.
Uh,
I mean, if you want to just moon them every day on the off chance they're looking and we just not take any worries about the blanket, I mean, that's really a
Warden.
warden's call, and warden's kind of, hey, old man, you all right?
hey,
You're having a stroke. You smell toast.
What's toast?
It's cooked bread.
Hey.
How do you not know what toast is?
Isn't bread already cooked though?
I'm pretty sure
I
they had
could-
toast.
go.
What?
for
Yeah, but the point
toast.
is cooking it again.
Sorry.
Did you-
All right, let's let Calf speak because Calf's been trying to say something.
I think we should go. If not for getting the blanket back, which yes is very comfortable and I do kind of miss it.
It is warm as well.
Oraj mentioned necromancy. That the red-robed dude.
Right, the zombie spider gorillas that may be connected to them.
I mean, see, now, the fact that you call them zombie gorilla spiders is concerning because I don't know of any not zombie gorilla spiders. So the implication is that someone crafted.
Look, man, this jungle
Gorilla
is
zombies.
insane. We don't know what's in this jungle. I don't think we want to know what's in this jungle.
And we should have a chat with them.
So why don't we go back and little Lizzie here up there, and
God, I thought you were talking to
She goes. This little lizard right here, this little lizard of mine. We're gonna go let her up there and shine.
me. Like, huh?
This little lizard mine.
And
Gonna
she
make
can
sure
go
we
be
all
polite.
die.
What are they
Let
called?
'em die.
Don't the humans got something? They're like little girls with sashes on, and they sell cookies. Something.
Girl
I
Scouts.
have no idea.
Literally
what you're
no
talking
one
about.
in this group is a
It's
human.
Not, no, it's Girl Rangers.
Girl Rangers.
Girl
There we go. We'll send the Girl
Rangers.
Rangers
I'm
up
sorry.
there. And
Can we just take a quick moment to point out the racist lizard just said I'm not human?
Right, you are human in this game. No, you've been human in both games. I don't know why the heck I didn't think you were.
technically,
That
it was the
He's not
barbarian
even-
who's a halfling that said that.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with that one. I'll be honest.
Racist things is
I'm-
what you were thinking.
I'm
Racist
just tired,
things.
man.
Oh my god.
It's been a stressful 2 weeks.
I mean, let's
Has
face it. She got turned into a bird. What do you expect?
I mean, I think the bird was actually technically smarter. Actually, I think we were the same intelligence.
I didn't
Giant
want to
equals
point
8,
that
right?
out, but have fun with this. So we're gonna send little Yeet the lizard ranger up there. We're gonna put on a
You know,
little
you're
cute
terrible at
face.
names.
It's gonna get the
Should I
blood
just
back.
call you Shelly?
Shelly. We're gonna send Shelly up there.
No, your name is Shelly.
No, that's
Try
racist.
using their
That's a
actual
portal.
name. You keep calling them different names.
I mean, I
Like,
do have 2 in the
They have a
group
name.
though, so I mean,
Use a name.
Whose name?
It's very disrespectful to turn around and be like Lizzie, Lizard. You named like 3 different names for that poor individual.
Have
They have
I?
a name. You have in the last 5 minutes.
Good to know.
I mean, I know that they're racist and they told me I'm not human, but still.
We'll send Yeet up there. Shit.
So, are we gonna kick some nerds' asses or what?
Sounds like a great plan.
First, we need to get within distance.
and
And
that's
Yeet up there.
you know, that was what, a 40-minute flight? But it's probably going to take a little bit longer than that to get there by anything other than giant eagle. Unless one of you guys can suddenly turn people into eagles. I don't know. It's been a bit since I've talked to you all.
I can help us feel like we're eagles. I got a song that I heard a long time ago. Fly like an eagle. Fly. Yep,
Actually,
touch like an
what
eagle.
did happen with you guys while I was gone? Because, I mean,
Therapy.
Yeah, that sort of backfired afterwards, but you know, whatever.
It didn't backfire. You were fine.
They
Still
were
You're
afterwards.
much better.
They were catatonic for a day.
Catatonic. They were just distracted.
that
I'm gonna start
sounds surprisingly
paddling
uneventful
in
for
the
this
direction
jungle.
of floating rock. Rick Rock. We're gonna get
Better than Rick
Rickrolled.
Roll.
I'm floating Rick!
Yeah, it sounds like you guys had a fairly uneventful time then.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Aside
The,
from finding a friend and watching him try to kill everyone and get his face stomped in.
I mean,
that was
yes,
fun.
it's good.
You just kind of watch, you know, little kobold just kind of look up and goes, 1, 2, 3, the one after 3, one after the one after. No, you're all here, so he must not have done a good job.
He didn't get very far.
Easily
Is that-
distracted.
We still have to find out who sent him, but
Maybe it was Yeat's new friends.
Yeah.
let us hope.
Did the Guardian go okay for you guys? I didn't really get a chance to talk to you all over that.
Hmm.
Anyone else have an issue with the snake? That was weird, right? I'm not alone. That was kind of weird.
Yordle gets a weird look on their face and just kind of like
All right,
shifts
cool.
a little.
Not alone. Good to know. Shame. Snake's usually pretty good. That one wasn't. Make sure they stop
Shall
moving
we-
before you eat them.
Shall we get going?
Yours already paddling in the way of floating rocks. Stop them.
Might as well go.
Are you guys going
But-
by river or by land?
But we were going by montage.
I mean, there's going to be
We're
some by
kind
land no
of-
matter what you do.
Well, River's
Yeah.
probably faster still.
Yeah, I would think
We're
so.
kind of still in marshy swampland, aren't we?
As far as I'm aware.
According
Yeah.
to the party token, not really. I don't. At least I don't know.
I think
the
that
basin is the
I think that is
The
the marshy
basin is-
swampland.
You
Sorry,
haven't seen
I
any
the
white
internet
horses?
delay.
Lost little kids. So it'd still
God
probably
damn
be
it,
easier.
I never actually watched that movie.
What's what?
Reading story.
Oh yeah.
It'd probably be easier
Anyway.
to like
Atreyu, no.
in the little rivery parts.
It's like, yeah, we don't have a horse. It'll be fine.
I pet Bitey.
How do you tell Bitey apart from
I think
Yeet?
Wow,
I think
that's
Buddy's
racist.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is I'm watching you.
Also, isn't Buddy feathered?
You were feathered.
What?
I'm not though.
You were previously feathered.
Yeah, that's why I said you were.
All right, well, yeah, that's. I mean, like Buddy's still feathered.
Maybe this one's a shape changer too.
Yes, long shot. Bitey is bigger than a kobold. Hello, long shot.
Yeah, I think Buddy's actually a medium creature, and kobolds are only a small creature.
Yeah, Bitey's
Anyway.
pretty big.
So we keep going via the river.
Okay.
Bitey has learned boat is good.
They
Can-
did.
Boating means no run.
Can Buddy fit in the boat with everybody?
Yeah.
He could till you said something, asshole.
Oh no!
I mean, at this point, the canoe is riding very low in the water, and if it's raining, that might become a concern, as it
Doing okay.
usually
My
is.
side is kind of hurting
But right now, it's
Little
fine.
shark.
It probably won't
Uh,
rain in the
Pew
rainforest.
pews
We're
are
fine.
paying.
Yeah, what are the
really
odds of
pretty
that?
good, and I really
So I
like
have a
chocolate.
an anatomical question for kobold.
So I don't
Right,
really know
I
what's
know that
going
they're
on.
little
I
lizard
just found out that
people.
we're on a river.
How wide across their shoulders? Like less than 2 feet, right?
Not very.
Are
I
you
think
going to do what I think you're going to
they
do?
are
Yeah, I guess depends on what
maximum.
you-
I think they're maximum 3 feet tall. Like they are maximum 3 feet tall, and I'm not sure how the tail would calculate into that. I think maybe 4 feet long at most.
I approve of where this is going.
All right, so
Same.
I've got an idea, but I'm gonna need you to have a little bit of faith.
Oh.
So
Can I be hesitant in saying yes?
I mean, you can be, but it doesn't mean you get to say no.
Can I hear the entire idea before I agree to this?
It's a great plan. I'm going to set it up so that we have less weight on the boat.
Please talk this through entirely.
You're even going to keep your armor and weapons completely intact with no
You're
worries.
not talking about the plan.
He wants to put you in the bag.
I don't want to put them entirely in the bag.
What bag?
I got a bag that I can fit you into so that you don't have to sit down on the benches in the boat.
Have his
But-
head pop out.
Pretty much, yeah. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Sounds good.
It
The
may
fact
feel,
that it's like
I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to feel a little weird.
I have several
Plus.
questions and don't even know where to start.
It's okay. And you
See-
see me pull up the sack, and it looks like a little sack. Like
It's a bag.
yeah,
I
you're
thought
like,
it was like a crossbody bag like this.
hold
Now
on,
you're
let's
all
ask the DM.
imagining a little yeet head popping out.
DM, is it like a little crossbody version of the bag? Like I've got it tied on each
It
corner?
is now probably.
No, I'm imagining like a very large coin purse, like this style of situation.
Sounds
Does it
fair.
also have pineapples on it?
No.
So
Damn.
I basically turn around and I go, "It's gonna be fine, Yeet. A little bit of trust, it'll be great." I reach out and I grab Yeet by this
I
part.
would
of
I
the
would
armor.
like to talk this through a little
You're
bit
not
more.
gonna get it to talk
I mean,
to this.
I would like
Here's the sack.
Is
I
this
will
cowering?
actively start resisting.
Get in the
Get
sack.
in the sack.
This
You
is
have
resisting
legitimately
time.
heard everything. You go in the sack, but your head doesn't, and you won't
It's-
weigh as much. I
it's-
promise you.
It's not how that works.
It's totally how it works.
It's just a bag.
So you're gonna
Okay.
try and pick him up and put him in there, even though he doesn't want to go currently.
No,
Is that
no,
what
I'm currently in the process of working to convince
Why
you.
don't
to
you
do it.
just put him in the bag and point the Finkel knob?
put
Because
you
the
in the
fact that
bag.
Finkelknob won't actually fit so good, and not for nothing, fella. You're the newer person. You've been with us less.
I have seniority.
That's literally no bearing on this whatsoever.
Tyler got bearing on it.
All right, let me put you in a slightly different form for you to help you out.
Also,
Consider it timeout for leaving Warden's blanket.
let me ask this:
With the
how much does
other
that
person.
bag weigh?
This one,
15.
Yeah,
couple of pounds.
I'm only 20.
So that's 18 less.
There's other stuff in the bag too, but it's gonna be very comfy for you. You'll be fine.
I mean, I'm just saying there are better things we could put in the bag to
Okay.
get better use of the weight capacity.
your
If it is a
armor?
special bag.
Did you want
Not
to take your
much,
armor
it's-
off? I mean, if you want to take your armor and gear off, I could throw it all in there, but then you won't have any armor if anything goes wrong.
I mean, I probably could actually put the chainmail in there. I haven't
Oh
worn
no,
since session
no!
3.
Don't put him in there. Don't put her in there naked. I don't want her little fudgy bits on whatever else we got in there.
You know, it's sort of your call here. I mean, Yeet, if you want to be without any of your gear, by all means, chuck it in the bag. Otherwise,
I mean,
get the bag.
I've got no problems giving you the gear I don't actively need. Like, I have like 60 pounds of chainmail I don't know what to do with because that'll kill me if I wear it.
I look over the side of the boat, and I look back at you. I mean, you could swim.
Okay, no, let's see. Is there any? I
Can
don't.
you cower, grovel, and beg against another player?
I'm not. It wouldn't help, but I probably could. Let's see. Yeah, no. Putting the chainmail in the bag would honestly be the best use of weight. That would have my weight. I don't want to go in the bag. Okay, sue me.
That's fine. Be that way. I take the sack off. I put it down on top of the little bench thing, and I climb most of me into the goddamn bag because I'm less than 2 feet wide across. I'm like, you fucking carry me then. And so literally, I've got one arm and my head sticking out of the bag. Like Shaggy fits his entire 6 foot and change form into the bag and looks up at him and is like, "Cause you're a little bench."
I didn't.
I
don't
just have
wanna-
this image of this 6-foot man just wiggling it up past his hips for some reason. Little shimmy.
I just no. I don't.
I just gotta.
No.
Just
You'll be fine.
Okay.
and pulling the edge of the bag over the top there and the.
Oh god, he's got a visual.
How does it feel to be 3/4 of the way inside of a bag of holding?
I'm gonna have to say it feels a
On a
little
boat.
tingly. Like
Oh god.
Mostly
Oh, God.
Void, we're probably gonna have to help you get out.
why do you think one arm's out? See,
Yeah,
That's
thanks
not
a
gonna be
lot.
enough.
Head.
I'm gonna guess that's not gonna be enough.
What are you talking about? Watch this. Why do you think I didn't want you all in there? Come on. You're not lizard enough for the bag, and that's fine.
I'm not super cool on the idea of the restrictive spaces. Okay.
Put my arm back into the bag. It's fine. You know what? It's what you want.
You said
This is where
your one
Shaggy
friend
screams
was
and is
nice.
sucked into the back.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of different though, because it was just like it was a dirt cage. You could break that easily if you wanted to.
So now we have.
The cage was made of metal.
Oh, you said it was dirt.
No,
Dirt
the
floor.
room was made of dirt.
Oh,
So we now have
I stand by my. I remember it as dirt, so I stand by my
kobold
statement.
bickering at a bag that is half linked and half human, or a tenth of a human is just
it's
like
way
leaning
less
out.
than half at this point now. It's way less than half at this point because like its head and one arm sticking out.
This is an image we are making as we have a giant
It is a wonderful
turtle
image, and you're very welcome.
paddle down a river.
And while I'm sitting there, for DM related purposes, I turn around and I go, and I cast a little prestidigitation, and I basically goose, like I pinch the end of the tail every time it goes over the edge of the boat.
Even though I'm sitting in the front with the tail under the bench behind me.
Yep.
Is that what you're doing? Every time it goes out, I just go, there's my opportunity.
Sounds like fun. Okay. So, you all spend another day traveling down the river. We'll call it 2 days, traveling down the river. Anything fun or exciting other than tail goosing and causing the boat to ride less low in the water by sticking your friend inside of your bag of holding?
Hey, it doesn't
happening?
ride so low now. You gotta admit.
It doesn't. It's true.
I will say the first time I see Lehman's Tiny Hut canceled, I probably draw a sword on whatever shadow dog that is. Just because that's a creepy visualization of how that spell works.
Shadow dog?
You said that the way your
Because it
Lehman's
kind
Tiny
of looks
Hut
like
works.
Scooby is
Oh.
making it.
Yeah, because
Okay.
like a shadow dog runs around a group in a circle and, a little skittish.
Like a Scooby
Okay.
Igloo.
Also,
You know what's great? I would love it if you twitched your way outside the thick and thing so you had to sleep outside. I mean, if that's your call, I would literally step out, like I'd step towards the edge and stick my head out and be like, here's a tent.
Also, something I've wanted to do since before I left, and I just didn't have the chance to do. I would like to have a little conversation with Bitey.
Okay.
I wanted to do this the day I had to leave for work back in August, but I
Way back
couldn't
when.
play that week. So
He wants to have a conversation with Bitey. What
yeah.
could go wrong
So-
here?
One day when Bitey, toward the end of the day, Bitey's getting restless in the boat and kind of like
Like they do.
thwapping his tail sort of irritatedly in the boat,
What could
shifting,
go wrong
and
here
it's
with him
causing the
having a
canoe to sort of
conversation?
tip.
Bitey.
All right, I'm gonna just. I need to check the wording on one thing super quickly, real quick, because I just want to make sure I'm gonna. Okay, cool. The entire conversation, I'm gonna speak Draconic because it can understand me no matter what I say.
You're gonna use speak with animals, but
Yeah.
speak in Draconic.
Yeah,
Okay.
because reasons that will become
Okay.
apparent very quickly in the actual conversation.
Sure.
Speaking of, will become apparent in the course of
Wow.
the conversation.
All right.
If you're going to be a shit, expect shit in return.
That's
Yep.
fair.
I mean, it's not my dinosaur. I'm not gonna roleplay the dinosaur.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
I was actually.
Also, how
the
have you
whole point of
been,
Draconic, so
long?
Finkelknob didn't
How
know.
it's been since we were
There we
Dating
go.
night.
I got it. I got it right.
Yeah.
2 nights ago? Yeah, 3 nights.
I was actually really hoping to catch Jules with this, but all right, sure. I guess we're going with it's officially Cube's dinosaur then.
I mean,
Our
he tamed it.
He did. Made the
Really did.
conversation a bit of a moot point, but I can work with this still.
Andy's been training it.
You're such a hard ass.
and giving
Me?
him
I know.
treats.
I suck.
So much.
right.
And I don't know why I'm going
So-
into Quinn's voice.
So yeah, I guess whenever he starts getting restless, do the speak with animals, and then just kind of start the conversation with a simple, just kind of trying to get him to calm down a little bit, easy. Anyway, hi. I wanted to have a chance to talk to you a while back and didn't get a chance to.
This is your
So-
first time talking to Bitey?
Literally the first time, yes.
He's going to basically jump up and like head tilt at you
That-
on the boat, which is
he
going to
can-
rock the fuck out of the boat.
He can also talk back, by the way. Speak with animals is 2 ways.
You're speaking. You're sitting all the way at the front end of the boat. The boat gets the fuck tipped out of it. Make a deck save.
Okay.
Who?
How much?
Dun,
The
dun.
one who's sitting on the front. Yeah, you're fine. So you sort of lose your balance and like almost get thrown out of the boat and catch yourself.
Oh, easy. Hey, I just wanted to talk just for a second. All right.
You can talk. I thought you were
Frogs.
dumb.
Wow. All right, this was a mistake, but I'm gonna go with it. Anyway, yeah. Hi. I wanted to have a chance to talk to you the night we met. A little fairy dragon decided to intervene and make sure that didn't happen. So I just wanted to make sure you were okay with someone telling you what to do. I wanted to make sure you didn't have a problem with that. Because I've been there and know how it is, and just wanted to make sure you weren't.
I think it's weird for me to make the call on how Bitey feels about this.
That's exactly why I was hoping for Jill's. Because that's
So, I mean, if you don't know, roll dice.
Roll
yeah, that's
for
what I was gonna
slavery.
suggest.
Actually, I was going to ask a much
Let's
more
roll
simpler
a
question.
percentile
What does Bitey want out of life? And is Bitey getting those needs met
to
right
not
now?
die and to get food.
Yeah, what
So
Bitey
far?
wants is
He's
very
getting
simple.
half of that pretty reliably. The other half is a little bit scary.
Did he die?
Not yet.
See,
Came dark-
close.
He came pretty darn close.
All right, let's roll a 1d100. The higher it is, the more he thinks this is an okay thing.
Okay.
No. He is terrified.
Which I mean is also a very fitting reaction.
All right, I'm fine with that. We almost die all the time.
Yeah, we do. I'm used to it, but you know, I also have made a very long choice of bad decisions over the last 2 weeks, which aren't important right now. So yeah, I just essentially. Sorry,
When
go
you see
ahead.
certain concepts that don't make sense to him, you get more of the head tilt.
Yeah,
like
that's
weeks or
fair.
dragon. Like, isn't know what a dragon is.
I haven't said dragon.
You did.
Yeah, you did. You said fairy dragon.
Oh no, I did say fairy dragon, didn't I?
Doesn't know what that is.
But yeah, I just essentially, I just want to make sure that I know you're not a huge fan of the dying concept, but
Yep, dying
just-
bad.
dying is bad. That is not hard to figure out. I know you're kind of working with the other short one. I'm trying not to point. And I just
He just full looks back.
that's
Finkelknob.
yeah. I just
Insight check from Finkelknob because he's obviously talking to the dinosaur.
Another
you
7.
rolled a 7 on
Huh?
a D100.
Yeah. Okay, he's obviously talking to the dinosaur.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be subtle with it, and I'm just
Okay.
talking to the dinosaur in my native tongue, and if that's wrong, sue me.
Okay.
And I know how it is to not have a say in your life, and just want to make sure that if you're not okay with this, that you say something, and I'll try to help.
Well, the rest of the pack is dead.
Yeah,
It's just me.
it
If
is
I'm
just-
alone, I die.
all right. Okay, but you cannot be alone, but also not unwillingly serve. Did I double
Yeah, he's
negative? Wait,
very
hold on, what?
fucking confused.
I just
now,
confused
that
myself.
makes-
Hold on.
I speak the language you're saying, and I'm sitting there going,
All right. I just want to make sure that if you're going to work, for lack of a better term, serve under the other short one, you're okay with it.
It's not dead. It's not dead. Not
It is
Todd,
not
What the fuck?
I just,
He just like looks out and he goes, dead. Looks where he is, not dead.
I mean, yeah. Well, if you decide for some reason that you're no longer okay with the situation or the situation you're in, just come try to talk to me, and if I have the ability on that day to talk to you, I will, and if not, I'll do it as soon as I can. Okay? I just want to make sure you're okay with this.
Okay.
Okay.
Awkward.
This is very awkward, and I understand that, but I just want to make sure.
Does a dinosaur have a concept of
No.
what awkward
No, that
is?
was out of character.
Yeah,
Okay.
No. Look, I have a 13 charisma. I should not have a 13 charisma.
You're
Uh,
you're fine. You're a paladin. It's
Yeah.
Have some
I think what
charisma.
we get out of that, Bitey's here because he thinks that if he's by himself, he'll be dead.
I mean, he's
He's
really
not
not
wrong.
wrong.
Yep.
I just, I wanted to make sure he was okay with working under you. In a literal
Better than
sense.
being dead.
Yeah.
I'm fine with this. This makes sense.
Yeah, I know. That's just, just hoping to...
Remember,
You
we
want
killed
to
his
lead a
entire
lizard-
family, so I
Yeah,
don't know
you
what
want
side of
to-
this you're on.
Yeah.
You want to
I
lead
was-
the lizard revolution.
I was hoping to get to him before you tamed him, but work said no. So, That's not the end of the world, though. I feel like the conversation would have gone about the same way, whether I got to him now or then.
Guess we'll never know.
After
You're right. I should go into the jungle by myself and die.
2 days of travel and everything, do we have like all of our hit points?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Yay, rest.
Yay.
Da-da.
So-
On a boat.
Through this boat trip situation, you've heard scuffles like animals scuffling several times in the jungle, but never close enough to the river that you've been attacked or anything.
How big is the scuffle?
Like you hear animals and something fight, like animal fighting noises.
Okay.
Monkeys howling, maybe dinosaurs or something like that, hunting something, like stuff like that. You camp at night, and with your new hut, when things are outside at night, they leave you alone.
It's nice. Good call. Yeah, I'm glad I chose it.
That's a good spell.
So after about 3 days of river travel, you're where you see the party marked on the map. Where the river goes from here, your map does not detail. You're about 3 days walk from where the floating rock thing is. Do you want to keep going on the river and see where it goes? Or do you want to walk?
I say we'd have to leave the river at this point if we want to get near it. We don't see a river by it, as far as I'm aware. Did you see a river next to it when you were there? In your flyy
Did I see a river?
What you have described has been added to the map.
Then no.
So sticking to the river would cause us no end of trouble.
So we go on foot.
We do go
Are
up
you
a
okay
big
with
trek
leading
of
us
them.
on foot there, Warden? Northeast. Berries. Oh, okay.
At this rate, we're gonna have the whole Hanna-Barbera crew.
Okay.
I mean, this is happening in boat, so it's from a
boat
Shaggy
time.
that's half in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I said thank you.
I can see Warden looking down, going, I don't fit. And Keeper looking over like,
She would try though.
who would try?
Warden would. He'd probably
Oh.
get a foot in and probably get up maybe to his knee.
I don't know. How wide are...
How thick them thighs?
We large, so
Big leggies.
Thick leggies.
stick the leggy in real far, but it don't stick.
Yeah, are you actually... Like, you're not actually large creatures.
No, you count as large creatures for pulling and moving things.
But what
You're
about
7 feet tall and thick.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why they are on boat duty.
usually?
Duty.
Not what I said.
That's what I said, though.
Booty duty!
We got thick booty.
Okay. So, after you have walked northeast per Warden's direction, for about a day, this is now getting toward late afternoon. You've been walking your way through, it's like lightly wooded, but you wouldn't call this jungle. It's more flat land than jungle, which is gonna cause some differences for Warden. You're not in a jungle, which means a lot of
Oh,
his
no.
wisdom bonuses
Oh
Are-
no.
gone.
That's bad for us.
I mean,
That's
Minor
really bad
warrior.
for us.
Observant.
That'll be fun.
It's
Observant
forest.
still forest, but we called jungle forest because there was no jungle option. So I made the call that forest and jungle are the same thing, or close enough to the same thing. For
So this is
So
more of
is
a grasslands.
This is more grasslands that
Savannah.
you've been walking through.
Well, then this is the first time all game we're not gonna have Warden at,
Peak Warden
That would
Hood,
be
yeah.
bullshit.
yeah.
Warden.
He's balanced, guys.
Kind
And
of.
all we had to do was have me mess up and go befriend a necromancer.
And now we have
Pims,
made
you've
it to
gone
the
and
nerf
lost your
classes.
OP bonus. You might want to get back around here. Hurry up. I'm just saying.
He's spending
Maybe-
Use your
time with
level
this
up and
lady.
get
Maybe
playing
send a
as
text
well.
message. Send a text message to whoever's actually got your sheet that tells them how they can still OP you. Come on, work with us.
I don't think he'd give it to me, even if I asked.
I think he still has a 21 passive though, right? Because that was a feat that gave him that.
Yeah, his passive is still stupid high.
It might not be as high because he had double proficiency bonus in all wisdom based things.
While he's in forest.
Right.
Since we're-
Double proficiency bonus. Okay, so it's
now just
I'm trying to
regular
fix it.
proficiency
So what?
instead
It's
of
19 instead of
unhappy with you.
22.
it's let me see if I can
it's 19 instead of 22.
yeah.
I think we'll be okay. Cube is dark now.
No, I fix it. I fix
fix
it.
His emo stage.
Dex tiebreaker to
There we
initiative.
go.
Oh, he has all of them set
Much
to
better.
expertise. That's how he did it. They need to go back to normal.
Hacker.
Are they all supposed to be normal?
Yes.
We have just
Yes.
left his preferred
No, what I
terrain.
meant is, does he have expertise supposed to be triggered on anything that he's supposed to? That's what I meant. Before they
You
all
don't
end up
have expertise. You don't get expertise as a ranger outside of your OP bullshit for your favored terrain or whatever you call it.
Hmm.
It didn't change his passive perception. It's still 22, so that wasn't.
Fucking A.
All right, he's a little bit broken.
He's very broken.
Okay. So that's handled. You've
That explains the joke as to why he wanted to weigh the level.
Yep. New favorite terrain.
Yeah.
Whatever we're in.
So, after you guys walk all of a day, basically, you're now in a grassland area, and as you're walking, you hear the sounds of a scuffle happening as you're walking. Probably, like, Warden hears something. The rest of you haven't heard anything yet. Warden hears a disturbance.
Having Jurassic
the
Park
forest.
2 flashback.
Essential disturbance in the buttholes.
Yes, the buttholes are disturbed.
I sense something amiss.
I assume he alerts us.
Hence the sense. of
Be
something
on
in
your
this.
guard.
I'm gonna see if I can tell what it is. Nope.
This is
Yeah, you don't
grass.
hear anything. The weather, by the way, is rain. Not super heavy rain, but it's like dark and cloudy, and like the sky is spitting.
Yeah, are we all just rolling perception checks now? Is that what we're doing?
That's what I did.
All right, Yordle roll as well,
Oh.
and we'll make it a group roll. I'll average your scores.
When
Uh,
I wake up,
Mm-hmm.
well, I know
yeah.
I'm gonna be the man who
right.
wakes up next
The average
to you.
is crap.
The average is not amazing.
Wow. Come on.
Wow.
I do not know why my little weasel character here just went.
He's sleepy. Like my fur is wet. I don't like this.
I suppose.
I'm made of literal shadows. How do I even get wet? I'm made of absence of light.
I forgot you
How
had a
does-
familiar for a second. I was very confused.
Were you very
My
confused?
little weasel.
Oh god, no.
That's
It's got more than
So
one eye.
weird
What's
as
with
I
you
do not
people?
understand.
It's got more than one eye. Don't be that kind.
Wait, does Bitey hear anything?
You have a piercing then?
Oh yeah, does Bitey hear anything? Let's find out.
Anything to bring up
Sir
that
Richard
effort?
Byton Esquire, what do you
Does
hear?
Sir Richard Bitington Esquire have keen senses?
Passive perception is 13.
Okay,
Okay.
we're walking.
I was about to ask, did we just keep him in the bag? Sitting on
I
someone's
mean,
shoulder?
he's got to hand out the Eldritch Blast. He'll be fine.
Okay.
There we go. That's a whiz check. So
Okay.
he doesn't hear anything.
Why do we suck without him?
So
Don't say that.
I got news for you. His rolls are still usually pretty bad.
But he's got enough OP crap it balances out.
So, Warden hears something some distance away. I guess the question now, it's a little bit out of your path. Are you gonna go closer, or are you just gonna keep on
Yes.
going?
What happened last time the group came across something a little bit out of the way?
We found someone who needed help and then tried to kill us.
And we got a bunch of neat magic items.
I mean, it did give me nice armor.
Good call.
So,
And
let's
the
go.
bag of holding.
What?
Alright, I mean, I'm just gonna he just kind of started staying a lot closer to people in general. So just wherever you guys go, I'm not gonna argue.
So, as you shit, I'm now realizing that I set this up backwards for myself
As
from
we
the
should.
direction that you motherfuckers are coming from. Can I just flip the whole thing around?
Flip the script.
Is that a thing I can do?
Eat
Script
is
the flip.
cling.
What?
Hey,
Major cling.
you don't have to change anything there. We don't know which way is north.
That's what I'm doing. I'm totally just changing the direction in.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. You're amazing.
Just
Okay.
flip the compass
I'm the
upside
laziest
down.
DM.
Okay. So, yeah, it's as you get closer, this sounds like a battle. You can hear weapons clashing against each other. You hear, like from, I'd say at this point you're within 120 feet. You hear someone yelling in a language you don't recognize.
Do I hear zombie gorilla spiders?
No?
Okay.
You say a language we don't recognize. Is that in general, or is it the possibility that someone does?
I suppose it might be possible that someone would it sounds Shaggy. To you it sounds similar to some of the verbal components of your spells.
Oh.
A
So am I
Abyssal?
sure that's not just someone casting spells?
It could be.
That's bad, then, right? That's a bad thing if he recognizes languages like that, right?
He can cast comprehended languages.
I don't
You can.
tell you that I recognize it as part of my spells. I just know someone's yelling.
Yeah, I mean, you all hear at this point, from 120 feet away, you all hear the clanging and the yelling. And, yeah, there has been, at this point, like, you hear,
Oh dear.
like,
And we're sure it's not zombie gorilla spiders.
All right.
it might be zombie gorilla spiders, I mean,
We haven't
Never
gotten there to
really
find out yet.
investigate.
For all you know, that's the natural speaking language of the zombie spider gorillas.
We're gonna come across one of these, and you guys are gonna freak out.
We almost did at one point.
That just counts. Fine.
I think they were
wanna-
actually different from that.
I want to stealthily go in that direction to see if I can see what's going on.
okay.
I have
Warden
concerns.
will
Yeah,
Probably
baby.
just do
you.
A good
Damn.
roll.
Warden will probably try and do the same.
We're trying to sneak?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love trying to sneak. I've got that.
Yeah.
Blue boy sticks out a little bit.
It's all right. I did way better than you did. See that 6 right there, keeper? They're not paying you any attention. I got them.
Yeah, yeah.
I distance
That's-
myself from them.
That's actually Warden that did that rolled the 8.
Guys, it's a
It's
metapod.
just
Metabond.
It's a metapod. We can have a Butterfree.
I actually
also
thought
not-
it was an ood.
Not shown on the map. There are a couple of like in this huddle of you see in the distance a huddle of creatures with like that are just bone in ragged like some of it's patchwork armor, some of it's
Skeletron.
just like
Got it.
clothing, and through the holes you see bones.
Skeletrons.
Also, there are a couple of corpses on the ground, like that look like people more than they look like skeletons.
So,
How fresh?
what looks like a
Like
tree
they
and
just
a,
died.
Okay.
a bald man in the
You
middle
also
there.
see a bald, dark-skinned man holding out a staff, who is the source of this arcane language, and a small mushroom man.
All right, we're helping them.
Particle man,
that
particle
depends.
man.
Is the man speaking in gutter language attacking the mushroom man or the undead?
They're standing back to back with like the corpses of other beings around them. The you just heard was someone who was standing with them falling to the ground.
Gotcha.
They look beaten up and they're standing back to back yelling and scratching, and there is a fight ensuing.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
What colored robes does the man have?
Dark green.
I am rolling initiative because I'm gonna go kick some ass.
Yeah, that's probably.
Hang on, let me get rid of all of these. And then we can add a turn for Finkelknob. Maybe if I put you all too close to the goddamn top of the fucking map. There we go. Now you can go back up there. The rest of you, please select your tokens before you roll initiative so that I don't have as much.
Woo!
Hey,
I'm assuming we've been detected with the stealth rolls.
I mean, they seem pretty preoccupied, honestly.
They're in pitched combat, so not necessarily. You haven't seen anyone turn back around to take notice of you at this point.
We seriously have the highest initiative with a 13 and a 10.
Hang on, I
Alright.
have things to do.
This will be a fun one.
We need. Those are already open.
Oh, I'm faster now. Fuck yes.
Oh, right, I have 2 attacks now.
I have 70.
Monsters.
Barbarian level.
I need a turn for you.
2 cups of tea.
I
Uh-oh.
need a turn
Skeleton.
for.
My only experience with that guy's off of Adult Swim, so I mean, you know.
So this
You
is
were
like
doing so well.
grasslands or flatlands?
I mean that and hey, yeah. From like the early
Grasslands. It's not
2000s.
totally flat. Also, these ferns you see that I would usually have called, large trees. They're more like scrubby bushes now. It's fine. I just am lazy.
That's fine. I just need to know for
I
my
see.
own purposes.
Did you just write sup with the ruler?
Yep.
How many feet was it?
I don't know.
Oh, great. Skeleton horde's going first.
It'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Death.
I mean, they're already dead.
I mean, or the guy that we're trying to not kill will die.
I'm not worried about the skeletons that much. I see a thing that we've already fought before.
Oh yeah.
It was a pain in the ass.
Oh. It was, wasn't it? I mean, we took it out last time. We can take it out this time.
3, 4.
I need me a new scalp.
Oh, that's...
I can roll whiz for memory, but was that a white?
I believe so.
It was. And the only thing I remember is they had a really nasty attack with their open hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least I don't have level drain anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't have level drain anymore.
What do I
Yeah,
have?
hope they do.
they got rid of
But-
level drain.
In 4th
Did I?
edition. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So-
I should have.
One of the few good things 4th edition did.
The man with the staff,
Mhm.
as well as another companion who was standing next to him, a human in leather armor bearing a sword. The human falls and gets shot 2 more times with
Ooh.
arrows. And then
Okay.
the dark-skinned staff man falls to a knee.
Death man.
The other guy is a white guy, but at this point he's not moving. He looks like he's dead.
Well,
Try this again.
Only we had a form of resurrection magic. Oh wait,
I mean,
I mean,
Fucking shit.
it's kind of going.
technically I could bring him back, but
not for long.
Ah, you have a terrible curse now. But you're not dead.
You're not
wish
dead,
you
but
were.
every moment you live will be in agonizing pain, and you'll wish you were.
What does Abe from Abe's Odyssey do?
he does look like him, doesn't he?
He does a lot.
It honestly does kind of still look like a metapod.
I get that too.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
then you see the mushroom man? Question mark? Move to stand on top of the body of the man who just fell and is being attacked, right?
No chill.
No chill. He crouches down and a puff of something rusty colored just like puffs out of him.
Oh,
And
good,
he's
got
like
powdered blood in him.
crouched down. Like he's got so like a rusty colored puff of something that you can't see through the bodies
Oh,
happens, and he's like crouched down on top of this corpse, emitting puffs.
He
Fuck
inked.
pass.
how
He
did I
inked.
see, did I see?
Way
the
to hit us
puff?
with spoilers
No.
there. He might not have been
You
a corpse,
you,
but now we
you
know
can't
he
tell
is.
what you saw a puff,
Okay,
but what this puff is, it's too
Okay,
hard
I
to
don't
tell
know.
through bodies.
I gotcha.
And now it's your turn.
Okay,
Fingal.
Time to. I will rage.
'Kay.
And I'm gonna move all the way over here. That's a double movement.
'Kay.
So I'm there now.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I got. Oh, actually, I should yell something out.
Uh.
Because this
Do it.
guy's like he's not dead. He's not unconscious
No,
yet. Is he?
no. He's not.
Okay.
He's conscious, but you see him like blinking and struggling, and he's
Okay.
down on one knee.
I'm gonna yell, "Hey, we're here to help."
He looks at you and blinks a couple times and says, "Oh, thank the gods."
He seems optimistic.
Yeah.
Close.
I mean-
Name's Sminkle No.
Boo.
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 Stupid. Sorry, I'm looking at this fucker's spell list.
I thought you were
That's why I.
confident.
No. That's why
I
I
mean,
said
that was
that's
dumb too.
stupid. I'm looking at this fucker's spell list. That's why I said that's stupid. Okay. He said, "Oh, thank the gods."
You will get booed if you say it again.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to being booed. It's okay.
On his turn, he staggers back to his feet. And he plants his staff in the ground, right? Like plants the butt of his staff into the ground and mutters something in a language that you don't understand, and does some magic shit, magic nerd.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
As the person in the party with the best arcana? With
What
a
you
plus
Weird
see,
nerd shit. Got it.
what you see is spikes come up from the ground
Oh dear.
and tangle around like the ankles of the skeletons down here.
Oh, okay.
Have we seen this spell before by any chance?
I don't know. Does Warden have it?
No,
I don't know if he's
well,
used it.
technically,
It looks
he does.
like Warden's Zephyr Strike thing that like the doesn't he have some sort of like
He
shoot
has
the
in-
bow, do that sort of
He
situation?
has ensnaring strike.
Okay, yeah. So it his when you've seen Warden shoot an arrow that then like grasps onto someone's face, it's like that but from the ground.
I was thinking Harms of Hadar, but okay.
Face hugs.
No.
Well, yeah.
Spiky,
Arms
face
of
hug.
Hadar is
20
arcane.
That's just the spell
It's
that came.
Draw
This is more like druidy
shape.
shit almost.
It was the first spell that came to mind, so.
Entanglement.
There.
Hmm.
Wait, nope, hang on. I drew the box in a bad place. It's not the place I want for the box. Move the box. Can I move the box?
Click on
That
just
should be an
specifically the
option.
edge of the.
You
Just click
can.
on like the blue line itself, and you'll be able to just move it.
It hates me.
It does.
Is it
probably.
self-centered or what?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
just I put it in a stupid place and I want to move it. That's all.
Alright. It's better.
Can you tell I didn't look at this fucker spell list until right now? It's fine.
You had no way of knowing where we were
I
going.
didn't
It's
know
fine.
until now.
Yordle.
What is it to double move?
You
You
use your
just lose
action
your
and your movement.
Okay.
It's using your action to also
Or
move.
step
yeah.
of the wind since you're a monk.
So you don't
Fine.
get an attack. That's all.
Step of the wind doesn't work like that steak.
It gives you a dash action on a bonus action.
Yeah. You
I'm
get extra
playing-
movement out of it.
You
I
can
don't-
then you can then still have an action if you wanted,
I
or you
do
could
that.
triple move probably.
Yeah.
You probably
and-
don't need to triple.
You've also-
I do not need a triple move. Nope.
The blue box is difficult terrain. Don't try to run through. Well, if you try to run through that, it costs you double movement.
And I don't think I think trying to go stealth also uses an action. Right?
You cast silence before we went into initiative.
No, I didn't. That was an accident.
Oh.
I told you that.
That was
Okay.
an accident, yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
That's
Bad DM.
You had a lot of stuff to hit to listen to. No doubt. But just trying to stealth naturally is
Oh,
Is
you
an
can't stealth while dashing. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I would ask. Nobody, no. Don't go into the light.
Nobody.
Okay.
We talked about this.
I'm gonna move to this bush, and I'm gonna stealth. Or try and stealth.
Okay.
Might go horribly wrong. We'll find out here in a second.
Might it?
So you're trying to hide?
Pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
These are two wildly different approaches.
That's your turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. Stake.
Right. Just to double check the measurement. Okay. So I'm going to move 30 feet with the movement, and then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step so I can move another 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a shot at this guy with the hand crossbow,
Okay. Go for it.
which I unfortunately only get one attack with because I don't have.
Because reasons.
Yeah, but I do
Um.
have advantage because of pack tactics because there's an ally within 5 feet of him.
That makes sense. You hit.
I do 5 damage.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah! You. Now what?
Okay.
So yeah, that's all
So
I
you do
got.
5 damage. Cool.
Woo!
Let's see.
Does it seem like the arrow hurts them as much as it should?
Does not seem
Okay.
like it does a particularly fantastic amount of. Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of glances
That's-
off.
Okay.
Hang on. I was looking at the wrong sheet. No, it looks like it does the normal amount of
Full
damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Shoot him right in his shoulder, and
Yee.
I'm sure that does something that's not good.
It's fine. Now, on the turn of the more like the less skeletal looking nasty guy that you sort of recognize from before, who's standing next to Staffman. You see him attempt an attack. He like swipes with his hand. The man's skin, like now that you're close enough to see his skin, it looks almost woody. And the
Howdy.
from the white kind of seems to glance off of him. And then the white attacks with a sword, and does manage to, like,
No, my new favorite
slash. Manages to slash the man here. And he really does not look good at this point. Like, he's definitely bloodied, but he does not fall. Shaggy.
Okay. Let me see for sure.
Do I have a healing potion?
And I'm going to fire Eldritch Blast, in theory, at that bastard right there.
Okay.
I say in theory because I have to hit him.
Right. That hits.
Nice.
I mean, that's lovely. And for the second one.
Also nice.
Yeah, also nice.
All right.
Roll
Excellent.
damage. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so
That's the damage I remember from him.
this guy is focused right on the man in front of him, and as you blast him, he takes one blast to the side of the head and one to the chest, right? And he sort of staggers back, looks up, takes a deep breath, and points at you.
Oh, I'm sure
Uh-huh.
that's fine. I'm sure that's fine.
Mhm.
Fine. It's fine. What's the worst that can happen?
And while he's doing this,
Mhm.
I turn around and I go, why don't you come after someone who actually is worth it?
Okay. Warden.
Okay. I've been trying to think of a toss up on what he'd cast, but
Zephyr Strike.
actually not
No, I'm just
this time.
I'm just giving him crap.
This time. Oh God, really? This time he's doing the healing spirit after moving the appropriate amount of space to be able to cast it.
You
I
can
mean, that
control his
seems reasonable.
token, right?
20, 25, 30.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Put down that celestial buffalo.
I think it's more of a celestial fawn with a roll of 1.
It's a calf.
Yeah,
Maybe it's both?
it's
A celestial buffalo?
It's a baby
It's-
buffalo.
yeah,
Well,
it's a
it's a-
celestial buffalo.
He asked for an oryx, right? I think that's
Yeah,
what he
an
meant.
auroch.
Which is basically like a buffalo.
Basically a buffalo, yeah.
Yeah, is
oh.
a tiny buffalo.
Just put a circle or a something. Just put a box in his color on the thing. I don't have the freaking patience to go searching for the bull that I found before.
Oh, that's fine. Alt. Okay. I'm going to summon it right here,
Oh,
and
Spanish,
I
huh?
got a square
Frish.
instead,
It's fine.
because it is going to try its best to give Druid Boy here some healing,
Okay.
and let's see. I can still attack with the longbow.
Wait, that spell's a bonus action?
Yep.
It
That's
actually
okay.
has to be in his space in order for it to heal him.
Okay.
To heal.
So can I?
Yeah,
What's
you can
the
put
range?
it in his space.
All right. Yeah, it is a bonus action, and then
Okay.
he's going to
Shoot
roll
the top
for
one.
roll for the top one.
Okay. The one that what's that Uraj shot already? Okay.
Yeah.
13's a hit.
Okay. Nice.
Do rangers get multi-attack?
Believe
I
so?
believe so. Yeah,
Okay.
they're like a half martial, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't see
Oh, it's dead.
multi-attack on this.
Oh, then maybe not.
Well, it's dead. So we're making progress, guys. 1 down, 9. 1, 2, 3.
This is
11 more to go.
Okay.
Hang on. I think you do get 2 attacks, but I'm double checking just because reasons and surety.
raisins.
All good.
Mm.
Oh,
5th level,
Wait.
extra attack.
Why do I
Yep.
keep getting A,
Alright.
C,
2 attacks
discrepancy,
if he wants some.
That's
What's the second one? Is the second one taken at a
Nope.
Okay. At the one next to him.
Ooh. He didn't like that very much.
Alright.
They usually don't.
hang on.
Uh
My audio.
Alright.
Fucky.
That's it for Warden, I believe.
Yep.
Bonus action, 2 attacks. He's giggling maniacally. He's very
5,
successful
10,
today.
15,
Let's have him the healing.
Right. So
25.
initially, at the sight of this, like, golden bull charging at him, the man quakes and starts gibbering in a some sort of strange language, right? He's
gonna start getting even more freaked here in a minute.
he's just gibbering, and then it comes into his space, and he feels
The healing aura.
the healing, and he looks in awe, right?
Ye.
He's standing there kind of shocked.
You know,
Anyway,
I
go
think
ahead.
this is the first time we've ever sat back and, from the perspective of someone we're trying to help, realize what's coming to help them, and
Ye.
we're a group.
Mm-hmm. We are a group.
For this
19
one.
hits.
And 7
Nice.
force damage to that one.
He doesn't like it.
Didn't think he would. And actually, since that's a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Okay.
Keep her just going huff, 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 huff.
Got it.
Oh, hey, Pims.
Sup, Himmel?
Group by loose definition. Nonetheless.
And the Warden can recognize from where he is that this guy's a druid, which you already figured out, but Warden is the character who would be most likely to understand it. And I think he does.
It's nature magic.
To a lesser extent, Keeper does, just because
Keeper has seen druids before as well, but
Mom
probably
was a druid.
fewer of them. Oh, okay, then Keeper definitely fucking knows it's a druid. At that point, when
It's a druid.
roll a nature or arcana check, just to see how much you understood about the shoots that came up from the ground.
I have a negative to intelligence, so that's why.
Shoots came up from the ground.
Yeah, it's mostly that looks like something Mom did, but it's magic.
It's magic. Yeah, it's nature magic. That's even fair to say.
Yeah. Keeper was not very good with nature magic and specifics.
Okay. So, skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Come
7,
at me, Skelly
8,
boys.
10, 11. Skelly boys are still standing. 1, 2. How many Skelly boys are coming at you?
All of them.
1.
I'm making a big deal of being there.
Corgi.
This one's stuck. He's gonna have a hard time moving. He's gonna drag his way past.
Oh,
This guy
Yes.
might not. He's gonna get about this far. They have 30 feet of movement, right? They have 30 feet of movement. He can get close enough to you. This guy's got no problem.
Well, that's a lot of skeletons you got there, Cube.
That'll be fine.
I know, but I'm just saying, that's a lot of skeletons.
Okay.
It's so spooky.
so spooky.
3 of them are attacking Mushroom Man. So we'll see
No!
how that goes.
Save my boy!
One
No,
hits.
Mushroom boy.
Mushroom Boy himself kind of poofs at this point into like spore.
That's not a good sign.
I mean, sorta. Get more mushroom boys. Baby mushroom.
And you hear a gasp come from his friend next to him.
No.
Aw,
Feels is
Uh,
he's
kicking
such a fun guy.
for a long shot. It's like sail flap all over again.
I'm being kicked. It's a matter of time.
Except you made this
Oh,
chat.
I made the chat. I'm fine. Oh, thank God.
1, 2. And taking a savage attack from a skeleton, the druid falls.
Now, will that
Mr.
freaking
Ducky-san.
healing spirit, like...
It'll heal him on Pim's turn,
Okay.
but he's dying.
Okay.
Right now he's
Sounds like a
flinging it.
job for the grave, cleric.
Can you save Mushy?
And he took a second attack after that, which
Ooh.
which was a
An
miss.
automatic death.
Which
Oh,
was a miss. It's not an auto death. It's 2 failed death saves, but the second attack missed.
Oh, I mean it's an automatic. Yeah.
It's rough. I was there Tuesday. It's
Yep.
rough.
Yeah.
And I think the rest of these guys are gonna start moving toward the rest of you, but I don't know how far
Come at me, bro.
they're gonna get.
They're coming at you.
How many do
know.
you get? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 hit.
Okay.
6 and 7, 13 damage.
Okay. So
Uh,
13 divided by 2.
Right?
7.
How far do you... If you move 30 feet.
At this rate, Finkelnum's
Much.
boned to death.
Ooh.
5. Yeah. Shroomy boy, and what's his nuts are both dying. 5, 10, 15. Make an attack. Does the spiritual weapon get attack of opportunity? I don't think it does. Does it?
Let me look at the spell.
Okay.
Plop it in the chat.
It doesn't say anything about.
I don't think it does then. You can use. I think it's fair that as he moves out of its range, if you want to use your reaction to attack with it, I'm fine with
Sure
that.
thing.
Okay. Make an attack.
Working on it.
Okay. 16 hits. Nice.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
He's bloodied. And mad about it. But gonna attack you twice. Once with a sword, and once with his hand. Oop. Let's public that. 19
19 hits.
and 5.
Ooh,
5
wow.
doesn't hit.
That's a
So they
nat
can-
1.
I got lucky on that one.
Nat
Yeah.
1 and a nat 20. That's... Wow.
This is how I die.
So you
if
take
you have AoEs, feel free to use them on me.
Don't say that.
you have 3 slashing damage then after the
Okay.
your
I'll go ahead
rage.
and take that. Yep.
Cool. Kupalue is dying.
Did you have the white go early? Because he goes on 10, doesn't he?
He does, you're right. I was just thinking all the mobs. So yeah, you're completely correct.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I can't hit him.
You can't hit him, it's true. Good call.
I mean, like, you could leave him there. Like, he's
take-
done
you
all this
get your-
stuff.
No, because it's a different turn order. Stuff's gonna happen. So you'd get your 3 points of life back.
Damn it.
I'm in bad flat
I know you wanted to hit him.
for the future.
Feels bad. How many skeletons do I have left? All of those skeletons hit you. These ones aren't in range of anyone. That's it. So, and then Kupalue is dying. We took care of that. Now it's Cube's turn.
Alright, time to hit some skeletons, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not going to worry about the ones behind me as much. I'm just going to basically make a path to these guys.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack the one diagonally here.
Uh-huh.
And let's get some great axe going. 15.
15 hits.
Okay, great. That's a good amount of damage. That's what? 20?
That's the rage damage. That's the crit damage though. So it's 10.
It's crit. I'm sorry. So 10.
It does not look pretty, but it's still standing.
Okay, I'm gonna take another swing.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's a hit.
hits.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh shit!
Okay.
It's crushed under the
Okay.
blade of your axe.
Crush it!
Dust everywhere. Don't
I'm
sniff the
gonna
white
move
dust.
in, and I'm gonna take 2 attacks of opportunity from this.
You're gonna take one. So show me your movement. One.
This
So
one
that's one.
and this
so-
one.
Oh, yep. Okay. Opportunity attacks. 1, 2. Both miss, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
I'm raging. I can't lick the rock. That's
Okay.
a mistake.
So does he get healed on his turn from the Totem Guardian or from
Depends.
on Warden's turn? Okay.
Yeah, on Warden's turn.
Yeah, sorry. I was
Just
checking something
spell
about
Yeah,
ends.
we
something
talked
else.
about it earlier.
Yeah, I was looking up how cylinders work for spells because apparently you can't put them horizontally.
Nope, I
Nope.
read this wrong. It's the text of the spell says, until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature, no action required.
Oh, neat.
So it's
Means
his
I can run through that square and get some heals. Okay, good to
yes.
know.
Yeah, which is why we said conga line.
Yep.
Through
Oh,
it.
yeah. We haven't got a chance to do that yet.
Right.
is
So
really good
it's
for me.
his turn. He rolls a death save. He crit fails the death save.
But he gets healed.
And then it's his turn, so Warden can choose to use it to heal him if he wants to, and roll a d6 healing.
Yeah.
I thought if you start or like when you enter it or you start your turn in it, you get healed. So doesn't that mean he just gets healed because he's there?
But at the start of your turn, you also make a death save, which he failed. So he didn't die, but it counts as 2 failures.
Yeah, but I'll rephrase.
Yeah.
So he should get the death save, which he
Right.
failed.
Right.
But he should also now take a d6 in healing.
Correct.
Because it's the start of his turn.
Correct.
Yeah. So that will
Warden's
heal
choice
him.
whether to heal him or not. So
That
Warden
makes
can
sense
roll the
because
d6.
if you do it the other way, characters are immortal.
Right.
Right. I can see why you want to do it that way. Okay.
Just tell me when to roll.
Roll now.
Okay.
Okay. So he's healed for 3 points. He stands up, looks at the bull again, and kind of almost shrinks back from it, and like brushes the front of his tunic, and mutters something again in a language that none of you understand, but sounds kind of familiar to Keeper.
Okay.
Still you still don't understand it, but like this is like something in your my kid brain heard this.
Yeah.
It's like when you don't know a language, but you can still recognize it.
Yeah. And he's gonna spend his turn being weirded out. Also, when he fell, the spikes in the earth went away. Yordle.
Let's see. Move down here. Take a shot at this.
Okay. 18 hits. Nice.
And then I'm just gonna shoot that one again.
17 hits. It crumples.
Then I'll make this face, and then I'm done.
Okay.
Be right back.
All right. I'm going to move to here.
Food.
And I'm going to try out another new spell I got that I'm probably going to use wrong at first, but that's all right. So, focused on the white, I want to I'm assuming it's daytime, but I want to
It's daytime, but it's not sunny.
Well, all right. I want to like kind of have a break in the clouds so that the moon's visible, I only cast Moonbeam right on top of it.
Okay, cool. Show me
So-
this. Show me this spell.
It is a con save for 2d6 radiant.
On
Uh-huh.
your,
That
your
is
God
the
forsake
wrong
you.
Button. Not yet. And that did not output it as a card that was readable. Cool. Thanks. Thanks. Output spell
I
card.
really wanna.
And I'm just gonna have to do that
Okay.
again. There you go. Okay.
Hmm?
So
Nothing.
Silvery Moonbeam. 2d10 damage on a failed save.
Yeah.
Not 2d6. Con save is
it's not a very high DC, but it's radiant damage, so I'm hoping that counts for something.
14.
Yeah, DC is 12.
Okay.
My charisma ain't great, but you know.
Half damage. So
Yeah.
roll your 2d10.
Alright.
3 damage. So the sky parts,
Just enough.
right? The clouds part, and a moonbeam shines down onto this white's head,
Mhm.
and he sort of like it hits him in the face, and he kind of hisses.
And I'm going to make a big deal that I'm the one that cast that.
Okay. Yeah, look at me, ugly
Yeah.
yeah, you ugly mofo.
You
Got
should
it.
tell your other friend we said hi when you meet him. Drop it on him. That's how I get stabbed. But that's what I'm here for.
I mean, it might be
There's no
how you get
afterlife for
stabbed.
the undead.
Look, I got 8 intelligence. I don't know this crap.
You're a paladin.
I've got 8 intelligence. I've got a negative religion modifier, man.
Can't step through that body. He can walk through his friend's spaces, though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can use your reaction again to make that attack.
That's
Okay, yeah.
And then 30.
Uh,
That's where he's going to end up. 24 hits.
and he's coming right for me, which was the goal.
Yeah.
Now what?
Uh, he takes a vicious slap from the
Scythe.
ethereal scythe.
How can you slap?
With the flat of the blade.
Slash.
I was making a meme. It's okay.
Slash. Shaggy.
Shaggy mute.
I asked if he was down or if that wasn't topographically relevant. Because right now it looks like he's running
I'm gonna keep
towards a
my
cliff
mute-
edge to try and climb
mic
up towards
muted.
stake.
While I
We're at flatland
to
kinda
make it a
thing.
little less
Yeah,
annoying.
it's flatland. It's like a small hill. It's not like the cliffs that were around before. But he's up and away, but just not very far. It's like a foot or two. It's not like 6 or 8 feet.
Yeah, it's not really an inconvenience.
He can hop down there and move in that direction should he
See, the reason
choose
I'm
to.
asking is because obviously he's within range, but I
Mm.
don't know if he's within sight.
He is.
Okay. Well then. I'm not done with him.
Mm-hmm. That hits. Both hit. Oh shit, he's in
Nice.
trouble now.
You doing a smite? Oh no, dash on.
No. Trust me, if I had gotten a crit, that would have been great.
That's a lot damage.
That is enough to put him down. How does it happen?
Okay, so essentially you watch as the shadows get pulled in again, but for some reason, this time there's like that silvery light spilling throughout it again, as we were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it's infected, for want of a better word. It's like veiny, that kind of way. So it comes bursting out, and literally the shadow blasts into him, blowing a chunk off of one of his cheeks, and the other one blows out a chunk of his head. But there's almost like this point where it's pulling at him, so you see his soul pulled out the back end, like it's pushed out as the blast hits him. And as soon as it's out, he then starts being pulled towards me for the temporary hit points. So you watch as that white's screaming and gibbering as it's pulled towards me and just...
I heard veiny tentacle, chunky back end.
And I'm just kind of there like, that's still creepy.
Yep.
Don't drop that dun-dun-na.
And as soon as it's done, Shaggy takes 20 feet. No, takes a 10-foot walk forward.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Looks over at the undead that are there
Uh-huh.
and goes, basically, run.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know
I
if I'm going
moved-
to care
you're
about a
still-
bluff check, but...
Finkelknob, you're still standing over that skeleton corpse. Ooh. I just moved it so that I could see your token.
Okay, that's
Uh,
good. It's better than hiding underneath it.
yeah, exactly. Okay.
Warderino.
Warden.
Okay. Yeet. We're gonna go on ahead and do bonus action Zephyr Strike. Actually, no, we're not going to do bonus action Zephyr Strike. We're gonna do Planar Warrior and Mark this one. So let's see. Bonus action, next time you hit that creature on its turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by the attack becomes force and the creature takes an extra 1d8 force damage from the attack. Essentially what the stats have been doing, because he decided to put that in automatically.
Mm.
So, yo.
25 hits. Yeah, 25 definitely hits. I just got like 6 messages that I should have just ignored. Which one?
This one
Okay.
over here.
Cool. 25 hits. And then
7, and then...
it falls after the 7.
Okay, then doing that one.
Mm-hmm.
9.
9. Got it.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck. Look, man, I've been trying to run to get this guy to heal him. Frickin' A. We are going to... Since I can't do that, we are going to, do Shield of Faith on, the Druid.
Okay.
So, he'll get a,
+2 to his AC.
yeah.
Shit. Okay.
I
Just
thought
that
was
one.
a touch. But... Sorry.
And then, the spiritual weapon will smack this one, to the right of Finkelknob.
Okay. Roll it. Yep. Looks good, looks good. No, not 85, for the love of fuck. Okay. That's it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Skelly boys.
Skelly boy.
I should actually mark the space where that moonbeam is, just in case. So I have something to keep track of. That's a horrible circle.
It's fine.
Horrible circle. Terrible.
Gross.
More of a diamond in the rough.
Skelly boys. How many Skelly boys are?
There was nowhere near enough appreciation for that guy.
It was a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 Skelly boys.
Come at me on
4
bros.
cube. 1 miss. Miss.
Miss. Hit.
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 Hit. 6 though, not 12, because that was a. The
It
other
was
one
like
was
right.
a,
Yeah.
right. So
13.
13.
Oh, no, 13.
7.
Got it. It's not so bad.
2, 3, 4.
You make an excellent meat shield, you know that.
It's kind of my job.
You're such a tiny, annoying fella, and they just want to hit you.
Actually, instead of running up to you, he's going to shoot you with a bow. Shaggy, you're getting shot with a bow. Very well,
Probably.
apparently.
Oof.
Apparently. Yeah, which one shot me? I'd like to have him highlighted. Okay, just checking.
The arrow to point at it.
He dies next. It's fine.
It's fun.
Oh, he doesn't just die, he's gonna die screaming.
Can these things scream without vocal cords?
Does moving through the moonbeam hurt them? Because this guy's about to do it.
They do take damage for the first time they enter it on a turn. Or they
Okay.
make the con save and take the 2d10.
Okay.
So-
Your con is
The DC's 12.
+2. You rolled a 14 plus 2 is 16, so half damage. Half of 8 is 4.
And it is radiant damage in case it matters, since I know we're dealing in that kind of undead territory.
Sure.
So it does double damage.
I'm kind of hoping for that.
I know you are.
It's a nice thought, but no.
Yeah, you know.
Weaknesses aren't super common.
I know I get extra damage on undead with smite, so it's worth asking.
Mm-hmm. 3 for keeper, because that'll be fun. Hopefully they 1, 2, 3. Only 1 hits for 3 damage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep, they've all gone now. And Kupalue is still dying.
Right. You know what? I'm just gonna say that I'm really glad that I killed that fecker earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, my
Yep.
goal was get him away from the person we're trying to save, and then I'm like, I didn't think I'd get this far, so I don't know what to do from here.
No, what I'm saying is his death meant that I had a lot of temporary hit points to soak up that bow.
Yeah.
That's all I meant.
That was a good hit.
it was an efficient hit, is
Yeah.
what it was.
But yeah,
I'm
I
looking at
think-
it going, wait, that's a lot of damage. Oh god, wait, I have to add it all because that is a crit. Ah.
I think getting him away from the guy we're trying to help was a good plan, though.
Yep. Overall,
didn't-
not a bad plan.
I didn't know what I was gonna do once he once he got in my face.
Mhm.
But you know,
In my face.
I didn't
Oh,
have
he
to
was
worry
Get
about
in your
that.
face for it to be a problem, so you're
Yeah.
alright. You're fine.
I honestly thought he'd have enough movement to do it. So
Fine.
Am I clear to start hitting stuff?
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Yay!
Fucker right here.
The one below you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The one north of me.
Oh, above you. Okay.
No.
Oh,
that was-
yeah, because we flipped. God, that
I'm a shit. Anyways, oh, he's just fucking
Suddenly,
dead. Let's
barbarian
move on.
dies.
Oh yeah, shit. Let's see it.
I would like to reroll
Those-
that.
Okay.
There we go with that one.
Fuck.
all right, it's dead.
Cool.
All right.
Very
Yeah,
good.
moving
you-
on.
It's like, it's powdered. Okay, it's
Great. And I'm gonna move on where he was. I'll take the 3
Uh-huh.
opportunity attacks. 'cause
okay.
Fucking barbarian.
Because
It's
fucking barbarian.
Only one, actually, I
two,
think.
3? No,
Oh,
you
you're right, it
see.
is one.
Oh yeah, the first one is 21, 7,
hits.
so 4 damage.
Yep, that's fine. Steak is right, and then I'm gonna cream this one.
Can I get that in writing?
No.
You can get
Okay.
it clipped if you go do it yourself.
Yes.
That's a lot of work,
15
though.
hits.
Lol.
There we go. 16.
It also is
Boom,
crunched.
boom. There
Yeah.
we go.
Boom, boom.
Just fucking cleaving my way through these.
Like you do.
It is Kawasha's turn. Is
Can-
Warden gonna heal him? What?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm fine.
It's
good where I'm
it's auto.
Right, Warden has to make the decision to do it at the beginning of his turn, though.
I guess that way you don't heal enemies with it.
Right.
I suppose that's the hope.
You know, at some point, one of you could have decided that this guy is now your enemy.
Two.
Yep,
Fuck this
got
guy.
it.
He's already down on the ground. Fuck him some more.
I hit him. Free XP.
So like the bull glows, and he and starts gibbering in the language that seems familiar to Keeper again.
That's good. It's very nice of him. I hope he's not saying, please just let me die. I came here for a purpose.
And then
He's actually undead and this is hurting him.
no.
That'd be a plot twist.
It would, though, wouldn't it?
He looks at Keeper over the corpse in front of him, looks at Finkelknob, like kind of grasps his staff, nods, and casts Thunderwave in this direction.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, this fella seems remarkably unable to heal, and I find it very irritating. He's right next to someone who's bleeding out, and he could just go. And yes.
His friend is
Yes.
bleeding out, no less, actually.
That's kind of my point.
Unless it's like a familiar system where they poof and you just get them back later.
I suppose one
Raj
could
know
argue
that?
that's the case.
15-foot cube originating con save versus his spell save DC.
15 feet. I'm not from West Virginia.
Both of these, which means
That one wasn't even funny.
Shut up.
one fails,
Why?
one succeeds. 5. The second skeleton away from him crumbles under the
Nice.
force of his thunder wave.
Thunderwave is nice if you're going for a Thor build. I don't know if you go for a Thor build druid, though.
Why not?
I mean, you could do a Loki build with Druid, given how much he changes into other animals and stuff.
Yeah, but
He
he
then-
changes in general.
He then, after seeing that there are no more in range of no more enemies, the satchel at his side, he opens it and starts digging through it, like clearly in search of something. Yordle.
Before I move, if I move here, boogers. If I move here, I can still hit these two.
You're moving where?
If I move here,
Oh yeah. Is that because of the distance? The dead ones you can stand on top of if you want to.
yeah, I
Okay.
I do still want to. Yeah, do it.
Yes, but you have reach with your here's my whip, here's my nene. So yes, you're fine.
And whip the southern one first.
Mm-hmm. That southern whip, it connects. Crunch.
And whip the northern one.
Nope. Crack the whip, but don't hit your target.
It's an intimidation check.
That whip
Boogie,
was a
boogie, boogie.
nay.
Steak, that hurts me.
I'm gonna get kicked from the call again, aren't I?
I can't server mute from here. Okay.
It's your turn.
So can I? All right, so I'm just gonna move here, and I'm gonna be real creative and hit the one that's alive near me with my sword twice.
Uh-huh.
So 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
and those are at advantage because people. So
Uh-huh.
roll the damage and roll the damage.
4 and 7. Crunch.
All right. Is it an action or a bonus action to move the moonbeam?
I don't know.
It is an action. Well, that's lame.
Mm-hmm. It's a fairly powerful spell, so that
It is.
kind of makes
So
sense.
I understand. Still lame. So I'm just gonna sit here and be cool, because
Because you can.
Dead Wicket. Shaggy.
All right. There's only a few left. Sadly, the one I wanted to murder, someone already took out. It's fine. I didn't say he's mine. My bad. So I guess I'll attempt to blast. It's weird. That fella.
Okay. You will fail to blast that fellow the first time. And the second time.
It's fine. All things considered, I've had a good run this fight.
Okay. Warden.
Alright.
Had a good run this fight. Honestly, fine.
Warden's going to mark that one with Planar Warrior. And
Sorry, which butthole show me again? Who's
That
getting
one.
planar butthole marked? Got it. Planar butthole marking has occurred. 20 hits, 12 damage. Not quite dead. That hits. Now dead. Silent, just as it crumbles.
Splat.
mhm.
Well, it doesn't. There's nothing in it to splat. It's
Crunch.
crunch. It doesn't have the guts to splat.
Splat-ish.
Keeper.
Okay. And Keeper is finally going to walk up to the druid and I think at the very least going to do a second level cure wounds.
Okay. He's digging through his pack, and you put your hand on his arm.
Yeah, I
Okay.
I reach a hand out. Hold.
Okay.
Maybe I can help with that.
And
Gets
He-
15 hit points back.
he looks up as you touch him, right, and looks up farther when he looks first and sees like
He does this thing.
shoulder and chest.
And the
Yeah.
best part is that I've got my scythe out as I'm doing this, so like.
God.
And does Keeper wear a hood? Are we
Uh,
have we gone full Grim Reaper here or not?
the hood's down.
Okay.
The hood is down.
But you have one just in case.
And you
Well,
heal
yeah,
for
it's
15
raining.
points of damage. So
And then
you
Yep.
as you're looking, right, his like his skin looks like the bark of a tree, but rent in a whole bunch of places, and as you heal him, the tree bark knits itself back together, and he inhales and stands straighter and says, "Thank you, friend."
Hey, he speaks the lingo.
of course it
the-
does.
His comment is heavily accented.
And then that one's getting smacked with the spiritual weapon.
Okay. 16 hits. It's knocked back and clings to unlife.
Clings to
You okay,
unlife.
buddy?
Fuck!
Corgo do
alright.
distress.
And I will be back to look on my dog.
'Kay.
Hey, buddy.
Corgo does distress.
Did a heckin' cough.
A heckin' cough.
You okay?
2
Was
attacks
it a
left
heckin'
per
cough
cube.
or a hackin' cough?
Yes.
17 to 17 hit? I think 17.
Who are you attacking?
Coob.
Oh, yeah, 17 hits.
7 piercing damage was the rolled damage.
So, okay. 4.
Uh-huh. And the other attack missed.
Okay.
And the moment of truth for our friend Koopa Lue. Finkel
Just
Nap.
Pouring it up.
Is Koopa Lue down for good?
Down, yes. We're at 2 and 1 on death saves. Two failures, 1 success.
I don't even. Can I, as like a free action point, at the mushroom child and go? Can I heal that?
Can I heal that?
Kawasha continues to dig through his bag and says, I've got it. I've got it. As he's looking for his
Okay.
itams, it's
Kelly
Finkel.
Boy goes chop.
Yep.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hit.
Whack.
Whack. That's good.
Hack and crunch.
So he crunched.
He
Now for
crunched.
the other one.
Uh-huh.
I think Puck
Hit.
kinda choked on.
Oh,
Nice.
reroll it.
Okay.
Crunch.
Yep. Also
Almost
crunch.
Okay.
He had 1 hit point left.
Okay.
Uh,
Gotta hit him for the most.
Yep.
Yeah,
You never know.
You never know.
That's all of them, right?
Yep. On his turn, the druid pulls something from his pack, falls to his knees, and you see him open a healer's kit, sort of. And he's like, he opens a couple of pouches, and then this tin with this purple powder in it, and he says, he mumbles something in how far away is Steak?
Well, I'm here. So,
Okay, yeah, I see you. So
Yeah.
you hear him in Charlton. Again, kind of accented differently than you remember it being spoken.
Mm-hmm.
He says, don't run from me, weed. It's you're
from me, weed.
you're
that a
not dead
weed?
yet.
All right. So I would just like
And he
His name is
sprinkles
Ganja.
so
he sprinkles the powder
essentially.
across him.
So when hearing that, you would just kind of see Yi go from going over towards the white to just immediately drawn to whatever that was.
Okay.
It's like I start walking towards it to check something and wait, what?
By the by, the Orlok is now coming over to nudge Finkelnub.
And I'm gonna drop the moonbeam so I don't accidentally kill somebody.
Oh.
And I'm rummaging through the white's clothes and skinning its scalp.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well then.
Dark. Seems
Good.
More of a me move, but okay, good on you.
I was gonna go see if it had the triangle on its head, but I mean, we can just skip that step if you want.
I mean, I'm not gonna skin through the triangle. I'm still gonna, like...
We don't know if it has one. I was gonna go look.
Hi, bud.
How
mean,
much
I'm
have I
over
been
there.
Buffalo soldiered for?
Is that a 6 or a 9? It's a 9. That's good.
Okay.
So
No questions.
the medicine check for the
Oh.
druid on the plant boy.
Oh, Puck. Hey,
Is he
Puck,
alright?
Puck.
Cash.
Yeah, he's fine. He's
Don't
just
go,
like
don't go
hiding
do
back
Bork.
I get back 6.
Yeah.
I misheard
Did
that.
someone make the chocobo noise?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that's.
Hey, Puck.
That's the wrong dog, though. That's man.
Can I pet?
Yeah. Well, this has certainly been an eventful day back. Actually, I guess I've been back
Oh,
like 3 days
sure.
at this point,
You-
haven't I?
Yeah.
I like that I can just go through a swarm of skeletons and not even drop to bloodied.
Yeah.
Just like, hang on, I'm making my way through here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dan, can you go
Heard of
get
weed
that?
whacking? Now we got
Finkel,
zombie
no,
whacking.
do you
Go
need
get
help? No, I'm good. This one has a little bit more bite than usual, but I can handle it.
Can I have a
You dig through the white's pockets,
Pockets is.
and
Pockets.
you find
Good boy.
2 gold pieces,
He's a good boy.
and an engraved ivory smoking pipe.
Yes.
And he's wearing studded leather armor and carrying a long sword and a longbow.
Can I just meh
No,
that?
no dark gems
Whoop,
in
no,
communication.
Long
no,
sword and-
You're okay. You're
No.
okay.
Long
Um,
sword
That
and
was
what else?
intentional.
Longsword, longbow, studded leather armor, engraved ivory smoking pipe, and 2 gold pieces.
Calf, your armor was damaged before. What kind were you wearing?
Scale mail.
So better than studded leather normally.
Yeah, I don't have any dexterity to speak of. So
I was actually going to ask if I could retrofit the studded leather to fit the kobold, because I'm on just regular leather.
I've coppered
think
tools.
that's-
That probably doesn't help.
Because I know we've mentioned somewhere in the past, I think Warden has proficiency with like a tailoring kit or something like that. I could be wrong. I thought I remember hearing that back at Camp Vengeance.
He might.
I mean, it's a thing that y'all could try and do at some point.
I would like to
Doesn't
try,
matter
because I
Okay.
mean, if I'm frontlining, all the AC I can get is great.
hmm
I mean, you're
Um,
not wrong.
Okay, then I come and I drop it on his head. Her head, excuse me, just...
Ow.
Does anyone want the short bow or the wooden pew-pews?
It's a longbow.
Yeah.
And a longsword.
A big... Longsword for sale. Longsword for sale. Anybody wants this?
Is it just a standard longsword, or
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know?
Alright.
We're in the middle of the jungle of fighting undead. There might be options. I don't know.
Hang on, I got it.
There are also
What does it taste like?
Blood.
Yeah,
It tastes
blood.
like blood. There's just blood coming down his tongue.
You just cut your tongue. You lick that edge of the blade instead of the flat.
around the in this area as well, there are 4 fallen humanoids.
Are they
And
dead?
one of them, yes, one of them,
Hey, it's a pretty important
Can I ask?
question.
yeah, the one that so underneath the fallen body of the small mushroom man that the druid is sprinkling weird powder on and whispering to in Chulton, is the body of a human man in like leather armor with a shield and like melee fighting weapons, which has now been has mushrooms sprouting from it. Like the corpse has mushrooms. Like it looks like week old mushrooms growing from this body.
Baby Groots, got it.
Well,
Um,
that's useful in an area where the bodies try to kill you. Well,
what can I have one of the Furbolg roll to see what kind of mushrooms those are? Because I'm sure Warden's kind of like
Or
What are they?
What the hell's up with that?
I mean, that's
Warden
like a
wants
much
to
more likely.
know
Warden,
what's up with the mushrooms. If Warden
Warden
wants to
doesn't-
know what's up
Yeah.
with the mushrooms,
Medicine or nature?
Why is he a
nature.
fungi instead of just a dead guy?
I mean, some dead guys are very.
Oof. Weekend at Bernie's.
This is not a thing that Warden is familiar with.
For the sake of clarity, I didn't ask Warden why he was a fun guy.
No.
I
I know.
asked the
No,
fellow
we
with the
got it.
staff.
Oh, you
why
asked
he's
the
a
fellow
fun
with the
guy.
staff.
Oh.
I
Why?
said, why is he a fun guy instead of just a dead guy?
Oh, he turns to you, looks at you quizzically, and says, "I am sorry. This is not my first language." What?
Why is he a mushroom instead of a corpse?
He has always. Nope, that's the wrong accent. Been a mushroom.
I point at the human and I say,
Oh!
them.
Oh! I am sorry, I
them?
misunderstood. I thought you meant Kupalue. Hello, I am Kawasha. First of all, I must say thank you for saving my life and my friends. Secondly, when Donovan fell, and it appeared that we would fall too, Kupalue was, how do you say, trying to grow friends? Yes?
Oh, baby
Do you
maker. Oh boy.
am I clear?
With the body.
We thought we would do. You saw how many undead there were, and we had been guiding this adventuring party, and this stupid man Lucas in the stupid medal. I tried to teach him. He does not understand.
What is it with everyone in this jungle and wanting to wear metal?
So
You
I'm
would've
just going to
won
put this
the
out there.
one.
That's why I'm allowed to say this.
If it turns out that you and Guadalupe spend any time around us, I want a DNP order with you. Do not populate with. Just don't. If I fall down, you let me rot right there. Don't use me as bloody fertilizer. What is it?
DNP, do not procreate.
I am sorry. I understand for people who are not of the land that it seems unnatural to you, but
I'm not of the land. I just don't think I would like to have so many swollen protuberances.
Jules, you should learn not to drink around us. It's just gonna come back out.
Keeper.
I'm sure Donovan's plan. If Donovan was one of your people, maybe he's thrilled at the idea of being all swollen like that. But it's disturbing. I mean, we can't even bury him. Can we bury him when he's a mushroom? I mean, what do you do with a mushroom?
I do not believe I knew Donovan only so long, but I do not believe it was his favorite idea. But at this point, dead and a mushroom, or dead and a
Or dead and actively trying to kill the people
Words.
you're with. That's
words.
Nothing. Dead and nothing.
Got a good point.
So,
I am sorry. This language, I am not used to it.
what language are you used to then, if you don't mind me asking?
I am one with nature, with the forest. I tend to speak with others of the forest in the language of the earth and the forest, and when not
oh,
in
Warden's
we got
eyes
one of
are
them.
kind of lighting up.
We got Warden over there.
So out of
when
character.
not in
Druid
and
crap.
also when not in the jungle, when in when in the villages of Cholt, I speak Cholton.
I want to ask him in Cholton. So, do you mind if we loot the bodies of your fallen comrades before you turn them into mushrooms and
I was
reuse
gonna
them?
respond, and Chilton's like, "Okay,
Just heavy
you-
nudging. Just
I'll
no.
put the brakes on for a second.
You don't
there.
speak
Hold on.
Cholton.
Yeah,
Something,
Katrina-
something, loot.
No,
One
I'm
word in
just-
Cholton.
even.
Loot.
He's surprised when he hears you speak Cholton.
I'm a giant
And then
turtle.
he shakes his head and looks again and says, "Ah." In Cholton, he says his voice goes from sounding like broken and heavily accented and like he's struggling to when he speaks in Cholton, he's clearly very learned.
But his
right?
dialect is
And-
So it's like listening to someone from like listening to someone Mexican, right? They're talking in English and they sound high pitched and oh god, that's so annoying. And then they speak in Spanish and you're just like, damn, I'm not gay, but I do him.
I mean, okay,
There
sure.
were a lot of places I thought you were gonna go
Weird.
with that.
that wasn't where I
them.
thought you were going
Yep,
either.
me either.
Weird flex, but okay.
Weird, strange, different. Okay, but
yes.
anyway, he's suddenly off. He's speaking very quickly now, and
Much
he
more
says,
relaxed too, I'd imagine.
"Yeah." He says in language that comes much easier to him. First of all, I did not know that you speak Cholton, and now I realize that you are, you are one of the turtle people, and he gives you a traditional turtle greeting, right? And he sort of bows to you like he knows how to turtle, and
He knows how to turtle.
he knows how to turtle.
Teach me how to twirl.
Teach me how to
How to
turtle.
turtle.
And he says, my loyalty to these people only goes so far as they pay for a guide. What you do at this point is up to you.
All right. Well, that's.
All right.
And I'm saying all this in.
I cannot help them now. They are dead.
I'm saying all this in Cholton. So Steak is the only one that actually understands this. Well, that's good. I'm really excited that you actually know that greeting. That's great. Nobody else knows that. That's awesome. I like you. But also, what are you doing out here? I mean, I'm basically in the same thing. They paid me. I take them out here. We get loot. We figure out what's going on with things, and then we go back home. But what are you doing out here with these mushroom babies?
Kupalue is my best friend from when I was very small. He comes with me to many places, but I am here in the jungle because in these lands, as we go closer to finding the reason for all of these swarms of undead in my homeland, they pollute it, and I would like to clear them out.
Huh.
Warden is currently like knelt down looking at the mushrooms and like talking to them encouragingly and just kind of like
You can do it. Come on. You can
"Come on,
I believe in you.
Kawasha giggles, and he uses some sort of sign language with the mushroom man.
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of giggles to himself, and then the mushroom man goes up to Warden, pokes him, and waves.
Oh.
Oh,
Do you know the Mushroom Man?
he does do the
mushroom man.
speak with beach.
Speak with the beach.
Beast
Only
and
the beach.
leaf.
What does the beach say? It says it is very sandy and has a lot of
Likes getting in weird
Surf's
places.
haunted.
Surf's haunted, yeah.
Surf's haunted.
That's still talking in Cholton. Well, that's Warden. Him and your buddy will probably be good friends because he likes all plants except ferns. Don't bring up ferns. Just don't bring that up, and we'll be fine.
And I'll in Cholton. Actually, I think he's okay with ferns now. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, I think he made up with the ferns.
All right.
Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe you can ask him.
I'll ask him in a bit. He seems pretty preoccupied with a plant that actually waves back for once.
Yeah,
On its
so
own power.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure, sounds good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
wait. If you're out here as well, we have part of a map. Do you have part of a map? Map exchange.
I think there's a lot of info happening at once right now.
There is a lot of info happening at once.
All right.
Kuwasha says, "Map in here." So he's been leading them without a written map.
Well, we have a written one. My memory's not as good as that. Mind adding to some of our map then for that mental map
Does
of
sound
yours?
like he's a better guide.
You said that in common?
No, I say that out of character
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't understand what they're
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
Right. He says in Chultan, the map. I keep the map in here, and when he hears Araj speaking in Chultan, Araj's Chultan sounds strange to him, but he still recognizes it as his language, right? And so he turns and he looks at you, and he
Hi.
strokes his chin
Not mine.
and sort of he sort of like pats his staff on the ground and says, "Kobolds with other races? This is unusual."
It's a long story.
I lean in and said, "This one's also a paladin, and at one point was a bird." So
That's another long. There's a lot of long stories. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm from the mountains. West. Kobold Mountains are to the west, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, west. I just kind of like imagine like a little spin, like west. Which way? That way is west. Points east.
but
I'm bad with directions.
How about
Is that
this?
west?
Roll survival.
Okay.
he's gonna be
You
pointing
shouldn't
like,
be bad with directions, not with
shouldn't
your
be.
bonus.
Yeah, you absolutely know which way home is from here.
West.
It is the way to home way.
Mm-hmm.
home way bound.
Homeway bound.
Alright, so
Homeway bound.
I just realised we've been speaking to Chultan this whole time, and none of them probably realise what the hell we're saying. So
He apologizes in Chultan, and so he says in Chultan he says, "You're right. I don't mean to be rude." And then he turns to the rest of the party and says, "I am sorry that I do not speak your language very well. I am surprised to see that you have friends who speak my language. But I am sorry for I am rude. I apologize." And he like makes a little bow.
I'm gonna take one of the dead guys that's not a mushroom in procreation progress, and I'm gonna start looking for stuff while he talks to.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. Does anything jump out on the other group of adventurers as interesting? Oh, bye.
They're gone.
Whoopsie.
Are we all dead if the
Yes,
DM
probably.
dies?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
If
no!
they're not back in 15 minutes, do we legally win?
Yes. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no. Did Jules do the big die?
I think
we
so.
win.
I think they're
Do we need to turn her into a mushroom now?
suddenly comes back. I'm okay. Don't turn me into a mushroom.
Oh, that's a message. Hi, my internet is dying. Well, rip.
We'll never
Rip
know now.
indeed.
Well then.
I was about to say I had a great follow-up line with Warden.
Get back.
Hello?
Maybe.
Get back.
Interwebs?
Hello? Hey, someone went mobile.
Because Warden was going to be like,
That's our DMM
that's alright.
Dungeon Mobile Master.
Hello, DM.
Their
That's
mobile video
alright.
chat is much better than the desktop.
I am not
I like the layout
much
more.
good with this tongue either. I much prefer plants.
Let me see if regular is working again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet is super fucky tonight. I don't know why it wants to be evil.
Cat does the
It's
sneeze.
okay.
Anyways,
She did the sneeze.
Kawasha apologized for speaking the wrong language. Then Steak and Hubble said a whole bunch of things that just sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Like they do.
We basically asked. Well, we basically wanted to start looting while he was talking to everyone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot
Oh.
and look for anything that like says, "I'm part of the cult." Me, pick me. I'm part of the cult.
See, I was looking for just anything interesting that jumped out to me. So.
Okay.
And Warden's response is alright. I am not very fond of this language either. I prefer plants.
Kawasha says back to Warden, my friend the weed is not very talkative, but you can try to speak with him. He and I have worked out a way to communicate, but it is not like speech.
I noticed.
Okay. Now, the looting of the bodies of the adventuring party.
Are we sure we're the two people that want to do this? I mean, like I know we're the two that said we were gonna, but I think there's better options.
Why not the paladin?
They're already dead.
You can say last rites over their bodies.
As you pick the pocket.
I mean, the grave cleric. That's more their thing.
I'm
What?
sorry, which one are you talking about? The looting of the bodies or the last rites?
The last rites part. Look, at my core, I'm still a kobold. I see shiny, I want to grab.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, Magpie.
What?
I mean, I could gather them all together and do a ceremony,
Yeah,
but I'd be here for an hour.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, it would prevent them from coming back and killing us in the long run.
We'll be far away
There'll
from
be
them.
mushroom people.
So what do I gotta roll for body?
It's probably
perception.
Can I just help? Jordan?
Sure. Roll perception with advantage.
It's probably much easier to just build a pyre.
Okay.
You just want to
So, the
Wrong character.
4 characters, or the NPCs, this party of adventurers that's dead. Donovan the fighter has a shield and leather armor. He's not as stupid as some of his friends. There's his bag. When you look through it, you find like an adventuring pack, some personal effects, a little bit of money, not much impressive. And he's mostly made of mushroom now. So that's
I'm sure
cool.
that's fine.
That moves super fast. I find it very disturbing.
It builds character.
Sure,
As,
it does.
And maybe nerve networks.
A couple of the mushrooms are starting to get quite large, like they're growing as time goes on.
Yeah, I quickly moved the little pile from Donovan. Away from that, and then I go to the next one. Make a little Donovan pile.
Donovan pile. The next one is wearing half plate.
Oh my god.
I was so hoping for scale mail.
You might be able to break it down and repair it.
Yeah, no, I don't have that kind of skill.
Could you use my old chainmail to repair your scale mail? It's similar.
It's the magic keeps it from being repaired.
We need some magical bondo.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we fixed Shaggy's with just some extra leather armor that we had lying around.
No, I replaced it. We
Oh,
tried
okay.
to fix it.
Then
And
never
then
mind.
Told us to go take a long walk off a short.
I'd offer you my chainmail then, but I think we all know how that would end.
Is
Mhm.
too small.
Also,
Cheerfully.
heat stroke. That-
As
Separate arms.
Kawasha sees you looting the body of the guy wearing the half plate, he curses colorfully in Chultan, and goes on about what a stupid idiot this guy is.
I'm just gonna
There's no
laugh as
marks
he's
I
doing
don't-
this and keep looting him.
What dumb shit did he do?
I don't speak. I do not speak Chultan, but something tells me you didn't like that one.
From that
Uh,
language, he definitely didn't.
Question: is there anything that says this guy's from Camp Vengeance? See if it's all connected.
Didn't we find a adventuring
Fleming
pack a
Fist.
while ago with a
Oh, the rations?
No, we have and I think by we I mean Shaggy has a letter that's essentially a rite of passage from the Flaming
Yeah.
Fist.
I
But
found that on
it
my
was-
solo adventure.
Yeah, but it was originally from. Did anyone write it down? Because I want
Donovan.
to say.
I sure
want
as
to
heck
say
didn't.
Donovan.
That was Lord Onavin of Dales.
Oh,
Different
that's
guy.
close.
Donovan.
Also,
Close.
This
we
is
would still
Onavin.
have the original.
This
So-
guy and this fuckhead. You heard Kawasha call him Lucas earlier.
Ugh.
So I love the fact that you refer to him as fuckhead, but we never saw him alive. So for all we know, he was heroic.
According to Kawasha, he's a fuckhead.
Listen, he made it this far into the jungle
you-
wearing half plate. At some point, he had to realize it was a bad idea and just committed.
Hold up. Say fuckhead in the voice.
Please.
And you broke the DM.
Should be
And
fine.
dead.
Should be grand.
I can't
Can
breathe.
confirm all Lucases are fuckheads. I will agree with Longshot on this.
Sorry, long shot. I'm sorry, long shot. This Lucas is a fuckhead.
Wait. Don't dox.
All
Huh?
Lucases are fuckheads.
Oh no.
You
Long
did. I
Shot
didn't.
has Doc's self
Well, I
on
mean,
many a
it's-
time.
It's true, but it's not important at this
Yeah.
point.
I make a Lucas pile.
And
The
for all you know,
Lucas
he was talking
file-
about his boyfriend. I mean, really, you just Doc.
The Lucas pile has all, at least compared to the money that was in the other guy's pack, this guy has 3 fist-sized chunks of like gold nugget,
Identify.
a clinking heavy sack full of coins,
Ooh.
and some sparkly bits.
Jeez.
Oh, I don't want
By
to. I
any
don't want to
chance
uncover
was
those.
he-
Nope, leave those in his pants.
This guy did not understand the meaning of the phrase "travel light."
Nope.
Or he started traveling late.
I'm gonna give the 3 chunks to Shaggy, and I'm gonna give the gold to.
Thoop.
I guess Keeper? Because I don't know what Warden's gonna do with them. I feel like Warden's just gonna look at me like,
What do I do with this?
What do I do?
I can't keep
don't- I
berries
don't
in it,
need
they're just gonna
this.
squish.
With the nuggets or with the.
No, the nuggets I
coin?
gave to Shaggy, the bag of clink clanks I gave to you.
To be honest, Keeper doesn't deal. These two have to deal with coin just by the nature of being outside of their homes and everything, but they're much more like barter system type stuff. Furbolg are weird.
I mean, I'm
Just-
a kobold. I see shiny.
Well, just hold
I
on
also
to it,
like
because
money.
if I give it to Grabby Claws over there, it's gonna disappear, and if I give it to Small One, it's gonna show up in slobber. So just hold on to this.
It's not
Lucas's shield is huge, sparkly, more polished than anything on any of the other bodies, and has an open gauntleted hand engraved on it.
I
Order the gauntlet.
hold it up and look at what's his name?
He's actually from Camp Vengeance, isn't he?
What's the guy's name?
No.
Druid man?
Kawasha is his
Kawasha. I
name?
look at Kawasha and say this in Cholton. Did he actually use this, or did he just use it to shine his ass? Like, it's too shiny.
He spent hours every day shining that little bit of metal. He's not very.
I roll the
I-
body over my mushroom
I rolled
Donovan.
horribly for religion. So I'm just
roll
gonna stay
history
over here.
to see as a memory intelligence. I guess we use history for it. Roll history to see if you remember from before having seen this symbol. Yeah, you saw this symbol in Camp Vengeance.
Okay.
It was the holy symbol that not Captain Asshat, but one of the other people had. Not Commander Asshat, perhaps Captain Asshat, but one of them that wasn't
Former
Commander. One of them that wasn't Commander Breakbone had this holy symbol.
And how do you spell his
Probably
name?
the healer.
ASSHAT.
No, the druid. I was very wrong.
I thought it was spelled with a K.
I also thought it was spelled with a K.
Would Sias have had it?
I don't think it was Sias, but I'll look. Hang on.
Salhana, probably?
It might have been
Alhala.
Salhana, but I can't spell. Fuck.
You can't
There we
spell
go.
normal English.
So, is it like a
No, they
tower
were very
shield?
specific. They said they couldn't spell fuck, and we can help them with that.
Yeah.
True.
An F.
You.
Then a U. Come on, work with me.
Not Sias.
C.
Uh,
Come on, you can get the last letter. I promise you.
Breakbone worshipped Tyr.
Nope, that's a word, not a letter. Come on.
You trying to remember stuff?
Yes, Selhana.
Okay.
He's straight up from the order of, or from Camp Vengeance. So that's hilarious.
Did you, by any chance, happen to go near a camp that was poorly done and
That was poorly done.
smelled
understood.
of
Being
smelled
polite.
of shit?
Bit of an a major understatement.
Are you
Camp Vengeance.
referring to the villages of Camp? I don't remember a Camp Vengeance. That there was a Camp something else with the men of the glove, the
Order of the Gauntlet?
the Order of the Glove.
Order of Gauntlet.
Right.
I say the word in
I'm
Cholton.
sorry.
Order of Gauntlet.
Common.
So, because you
It's
see a
okay.
similarity in symbol,
It's okay.
you just went, do you know them? Oh.
No, we asked
No,
if
they
they
asked
went
Did
there.
you know where they had gone?
Troll a shot.
I asked where they had gone, not. Oh, you know so and so.
Oh, you're from
Right.
Chilton? You know, I knew a guy who lived in Chilton once.
I am not doing that.
Oh no.
We're legitimately trying to figure out if these guys were at Camp Vengeance and this guy was in full plate armor because of his orders.
Yes.
The camp, rigorous camp.
Righteous.
Righteous, okay.
The precursor.
That's
The precursor to
Camp Vengeance.
Camp Vengeance.
Still under Captain
the one
Shitty's control.
He's looking at you confusedly.
The one who, the place they were before. When we
Moved.
found them, they had moved hastily
Yeah.
and made a very, very, how you say, shitty camp.
Yeah, they were at the giant statue of a guy with a crocodile, right?
Yes, you have been to the House of Man and Crocodile. He brightens up. He
Yeah.
said that in Chilton because he just.
Yeah, I would start translating for them.
And I just kind of naturally continue the conversation in Chilton. Yeah, we actually managed to get in. That was eventful.
We almost died.
Huh.
We did almost die.
That's where we got the
We did, however, get it-
alchemical jug.
Yeah, we did.
I bring out the alchemical jug and I sent it to mayonnaise.
Yeah, we got that out of there, and he just really likes making man.
I drink
I mean-
some mayonnaise.
Don't stare too
honestly-
hard;
The
it'll
show
spread.
of power.
He says, "Creamy."
It mixes
Dude,
up
I'm
the
gonna do a con
diets.
check to see if like drinking mayonnaise in the middle of the hot jungle. would
Okay,
make you sick.
sure.
Oh,
I'm
Well,
sure.
yeah, that's a bad idea.
You're as it slides into your stomach, you're like, it doesn't.
That was a
yeah.
bad idea.
Like you have slight regrets, like about
At least
you
you don't
know-
have to refrigerate
you know
it out here.
how you feel, about an hour and a half after you go to a cheap Chinese buffet.
Yeah, okay. I
Oh,
know.
no.
That.
I'm gonna go find a bush.
Sorry, are you saying there's an expensive Chinese buffet? Like these words,
I
don't
mean,
feel like
I've-
they go together.
There's a
I've been to like a higher end Chinese buffet. I'm talking about like the ones where the buffet costs $8.99.
I love my $8.99 buffet. Thank you very much.
I'm not saying
Those
it's a
are
bad
special.
I'm saying after you've eaten it, about an hour and a half later,
I guess it's less.
You have a
it's
stomachache.
suspicious buffet.
Suspicious.
Where no one
Or
knows how
like
long
try-
the food's been out there.
Yeah, like my mistake of trying to eat sushi at an all-you-can-eat buffet
Uh-oh.
about
Always
30
a
minutes
gamble.
before closing.
Unless you see them out, you don't trust it.
Look, I was
Really hungry.
yeah, I was actually had spent all day at the felt shooting bows.
I'm jealous.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Bad sushi watching.
we've seen a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
I rolled
We
a
came
body near Mushroom Man.
uh-huh.
Donovan.
You
Yeah,
find
3 and 4.
one is a woman in like a long white like dressed like a warlock from Destiny, like a long dress with a hood.
Armored?
No, not particularly.
Then not really dressed like a warlock, my thought.
Okay, yeah, sure, but I'm saying like that sort of a dress situation, like a habit almost.
Long tunic.
With
Trench coat jacket, got it.
yeah, yeah,
Basically, what they are like trench coat dresses.
pretty much.
Badass long coats, thank you very much.
They don't go flashing people.
yeah.
What's her name?
When you ask Kawasha for her name, he looks kind of sad and says, "Sorsha. She was a sensible girl. I'm sorry that she fell, and that I could not save her."
I will do a Chultan prayer for her.
Mm-hmm. From inside the bag, you see a priest's pack and a money box and the stuff that you would expect to find in a cleric's bag, and also one potion of healing.
Hey.
Yay!
Wait, so who gets that?
I jingle that in Shaggy's direction.
That seems more like something that the barbarian should have. I mean, I know he's the meat shield, but if something hits him hard,
I'll take
the
it.
paladin can self-heal.
Switch hands
the
and hold it
cleric
out
can
towards him.
self-heal. Ranger stays out of range, and I'm learning to stay out of range.
I was about to say, we know your
Mhm.
habits.
Can I
I
have
know.
like? Can I get a straw so I can actually just
Crazy straw!
just a crazy straw with the fucking health potion?
It just says rage.
If you guys go back to the river, you could probably find reeds or something that you
I'm
could drink
joking.
through. It would be fun. Anyways,
And I switch it out
get
and give it
get
to him.
Warden to like spend time crafting it into a weird swirl.
Anyway,
That way I
not
could
to
do it in combat as a bonus.
not to have to be the
Dogs
buzzkill,
need to be let out.
but
But
once
you're
we finish,
tired.
once we finish the loot, I have to go to bed.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
what I'm trying to get through.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
fourth
so
boy,
I'm not. Yeah.
fourth person.
dressed as a woodsman, carrying a crossbow, and a like a scimitar, and the bag includes thieves' tools and some like woodsy gear.
So they had a druid, a paladin, a cleric, a rogue.
What was the rogue's
and-
name? Roger? Woody? Buzz?
Shifty.
Reese.
Trapper.
Yeah. His name was Falcon, he says.
I was expecting Chad. I'm going to be honest with you.
Falcon Punch!
Wait, so what class would Donovan have been then? I must have missed
Fighter.
this.
Warrior?
Okay.
Donovan was a fighter.
Okay, so the fighter. Right, so fighter, paladin, cleric. Yeah, that's not far. That's a decent comp,
Oh,
actually.
Jesus.
People that can tell better than I can. What's magic?
Inside.
Inside check.
Both
Outside, no.
furbolgs have detect magic on a daily, so
Yeah. One of them will.
And I can identify.
yeah,
Pan,
so
come on.
it's basically just a matter of figuring out what's magic, and then we can figure out exactly what it is.
I would like one of the shields for tanky AC reason.
Yeah. Do you want the really big metal shield, or
I don't quite know yet.
okay? You're gonna wait to see if
Can you
one's magic,
even-
aren't you?
Can you wield something that big? The tower shield?
Probably not. I think I got a pass on the great axe. The tower shield seems a little ridiculous.
Hi, Mr. Barky Bark.
So the when you cast detect magic, the potion is magical.
Mm-hmm.
And the sword that you found on Lucas is magical as well.
Shake.
Identify.
That's
when
the great
you-
sword.
It's a long sword.
Longsword. Sorry.
Okay.
When as you pick it up, Kawasha says in Chultan, "I would be very careful with that if I was you."
I stick it back down
Well
in the
then.
ground and say, in common, he said to be careful with that, so watchy with the touchy.
What does it look like a normal sword? Is there anything unique about it? What?
Must
It's
not lick.
You already licked it.
its crossguard appears to be very fancy.
Oh.
I still identify it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like-
got my
Uh-huh.
attention.
Don't
Yeah.
ask Shaggy.
Do we
he's
have
the one-
anything else from any of them?
We got a tower
Um,
shield, we got a scimitar, we got a crossbow.
As far as magical things, no.
Okay.
Are any of the other
Then-
stuff magical? Just the sword? That's the only weapon or defense item that is.
Yes.
No, Puck. You
Bork.
are not Magic Loaf. Pan.
I'll take-
Puck, puck. Arr, arr.
It's a
Speedy loaf.
sword of vengeance. When you cast identify, that's what you.
What is a sword
Ooh.
of vengeance?
What the heck does that do?
We'll see in a minute.
I'm assuming since we have an identify up, we're allowed to look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Does anyone want this crossbow?
Kawasha says again in Chultan. He try when he heard you say it in common. He tries to speak in common and it's sort of broken. He says, "When that man found that sword, he changed. I do not trust it."
Yeah,
Cool.
it's not a good sword.
Oh.
Sounds cool.
Oh god, it's a +1 though!
So wait a minute. If that's a bad sword and our barbarian already licked it, is that a bad thing?
I think he licked the sword from the white, actually.
I did.
Oh, then never mind.
We haven't. This is the first we've done with this one.
I have no
Oh.
idea what this sword tastes like, but probably blood like all the other swords.
So did he get
yeah, it's
dumber or did he get
cursed.
slightly meaner? Got a whole thing.
Fuck.
He begins in common. He became very punchy, and then he switches to Chulton and says, "Possessive. He would not let it go."
Oh,
Possessive. I'll actually say it out loud for the people who don't speak Chulton.
well, I vote we don't take. I vote we leave it here. Let somebody
It's a
else have
plus
it.
one, though.
And you don't get to attack with literally anything else.
It sounds perfect.
Isn't your
I mean,
standard?
bad.
Isn't your standard great axe better than a plus one longsword, though?
Probably.
What? Yeah, I'm not big a fan of having a sword or anything inanimate glued to my hands, so I say we just leave it. That's my vote.
I'm in agreement.
What if we take it and just give it to someone we don't like?
I mean, yeah, just because we take it doesn't mean we don't have to. Doesn't mean we have to use it.
Yeah,
So
but
I can't actually find a sword of vengeance. So
I've got
I
it.
can link you.
Yeah.
I've got it up right
All right,
now.
so whoever decides to take it has to remember not to touch it with their bare hands or claws.
Oops.
Sorry, twofer.
It's okay.
Basically, you can't use another, or you have disadvantage on attacks with a different weapon.
Mhm.
It's cursed by a
what about
vengeful
something
spirit.
that's not a weapon, like say magic?
Or what if you can position
It says
yourself?
weapons other than this one, so I wouldn't give it as I wouldn't call it a disadvantage on magical attacks.
I mean, or you could just have advantage on attacks with right positioning with other weapons.
No, I think they're very specific. Other weapons are no good, but I just wanted to make sure, like, what happens if you have, say,
It's
Eldritch Blast?
Spells, which aren't
Eldritch
weapons.
Blast isn't a weapon. It's a
Yeah, no, but like what I'm saying is, pack tactics would mean it just takes me down to a straight roll with other weapons.
Can't use other weapons when you have it though.
You just have disadvantage with other
you have
weapons.
disadvantage,
Oh,
and you go a little crazy when something attacks you.
Sort of.
Yeah,
Eh.
that is what honestly is my big holdup is because the disadvantage doesn't bother me.
I already do that. I'm not taking the
that
first sword though.
Yeah,
I see that you could become raged, but not actually raged.
as fun as it sounds, it is probably best to not have in the group.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
I mean, honestly, this is coming out of me. I say we leave it. Even though we could probably wrap it up nice and tight, take it into town and sell it. Say we leave it.
That's probably not a good thing to do, is just sell it and then just make it someone else's problem.
That's what
I
I'm
have
saying,
advantage
is
on
even
those
I
DCs.
won't take it. And anybody want this crossbow, or am I gonna take it?
I think I'm set for ranged.
I'm small. I have a hand crossbow. That's about the extent of what I can use easily.
I just want the smaller shield.
And what else did Franklin
That's not unsettling at all.
Falcon have on him?
Oh,
Fine.
Thieves' tools.
I really need to make moving a priority.
Yeah. I would.
Anyway, so I guess the consensus is, despite the fact that it's the first magic sword we come across, we're gonna leave it because curse is bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And any other loot that's worth talking about? Actually, how's my little homemade shield holding up? Because I don't think it's taking that many hits.
Right, you had that.
Yeah.
I think he forgot too.
No, I mean I actually didn't. I
fuck?
did all right.
God.
I have concerns.
You find 107 gold pieces and 8 gems worth 25 gold each in fuckhead stuff.
Dang, that's like the first amount of real money we've come across.
Well, it's not like we can just pop off to
That-
the local store.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it was
How much is the gems worth?
25 each.
And what are those gold nuggets worth?
50 gold each.
Nice.
And how many of them are there again?
3. Dang, that's a pretty penny, actually.
We're rich. Let's go home. Now we can get that decanter of endless water.
All right.
We have the alchemical,
Kobold jetpack, here we come.
which I wasted on mayonnaise.
Today.
Today.
Yes.
But, yeah. So, how is my shield holding up since I made it? Is it alright?
It's fine. The rogue had a leather buckler,
Come back from the book.
Yeah.
which would probably do you better.
Ended pretty abruptly.
Alright.
Not badly, like the.
I'll admit I've grown attached,
ended well,
but I'll
just
take the buckler.
Okay.
I'm
Wait, how many shields do we have? I thought Shorty McShort of the pink skin was taking that.
I think he's taking
so
the other shield.
the fighter had one. The
Paladin.
the guy who was dressed like a knight had one, and then
The
rogue had one.
Gotcha.
And calling mine as shields is a bit generous because it's like probably 6 inches in diameter at most.
Well, it's a buckler, and he was an elf.
Yeah.
So
Also, I'm tiny, so it works out, and it's still
it's
plus
heat
2.
sized. Yeah.
So, all right. I am gonna keep my homemade shield though, just as a backup.
Sure.
Also, I've grown attached to it
But then why would you use the other one at all?
because it's not gonna break on me mid combat.
So you're attached to something you know is going to break after you put it together out of some old bits. and
I
pieces.
made it with a sword out of a tree in the middle of the jungle on a whim.
Sometimes you just need to keep your dinner plate.
So yeah,
Hmm.
two sets of studded leather, one set of half plate,
Yeah.
no scale mail for.
Can
Okay.
Can we work? Can we see how, since we have a couple sets of studded leather, tailoring one for a kobold? How's that
Yeah.
go? How does this work?
Aren't you basically humanoid? You're just small.
Just
I think
small.
there's some leg structure that's different because, like the more.
You're just trying to make sure that you're well. So because you can take a couple. Who has like Finkelknob understands cobblery, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
When
Switching
Cube
batteries
comes
on the
back,
ship.
we'll.
Did Warden have abilities for that too? I thought he did.
I
I've
don't
cobbler's
know.
I would say that the DC should matter on how different it is from shoes.
Yeah, I agree. But there's a few extra sets at this point, so
Yeah, so we can mess it up a couple of times.
Tail
Yeah, if you
hole.
want me to roll some collar tool shit with disadvantage, I'm good with that.
I'm looking to see what is on Warden's. I don't see anything on Warden's sheet with like proficiency on with a toolkit or the possession of a toolkit.
I
Yeah.
thought I heard him mention that back at Camp Vengeance or something, so that's just on, that's on me.
He wanted to do something in particular, but I think we rolled that he didn't have the tools to do it.
Yeah, roll a check with your cobbler's tools with disadvantage.
What do the cobbler tools add? Is it like a +2 or something?
It's gonna ask you which stat to roll with, and it's probably Dex unless you think it should be something else for some reason.
Oh, I don't have them in here real quick.
Oh, you drag and drop them. They're around
Oh.
somewhere.
Into the tool section. Oh, mine just closed up my sheet.
What are you looking at?
Cobbler
This
tools. I
stick?
have it in there as an item, but not the tool section.
That's
right.
Did you get proficiency from your background?
Tools.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, then yeah.
So-
Go ahead and use it.
Okay, I
Yeah,
just
it
don't
says
have
adventuring
it
in
the tool
artisan's
section. I need to add
tools.
it there so I can roll.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'll figure out how much experience this whole bullshit was worth.
Okay. Probably.
I can't give him a luck point for this, can I? That's
You
not a thing I
cannot.
can do. Okay.
No.
Oh,
Wanted to
This
ask.
is fair.
before we go, can I get someone to make sure this pipe is not haunted or some weird shit before I stick it in my
9.
mouth?
16.
Do I detect any
Okay.
magic on the pipe?
You do not detect any magic on the pipe.
Is clean.
Sweet.
Well, I
9,
mean,
16.
You
So the
probably
first
need
one
to scrub it.
comes out like a little bit wonky, like the armholes are in the wrong place, and Yeet tries to put it on, and it like holds their arm back weird, and like it's
It's
not quite
perfect.
right. Yeah.
Got tail hole.
Yeah, that's kind of a big thing. It's like
I'll take
literally
a second shot at it.
literally 2/3 my body that I can't move now.
And
Everyone's a
the
critic.
the second one,
Yay! I get studded leather now.
I'll take the thieves' tools and just has a hankering for it.
We don't exactly have a rogue. So, go ahead and unequip the leather armor. Honestly, I could probably just leave. Right?
You just cut out for me.
I could probably leave the leather armor here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let me just make sure this is calculating right, because I know the sheet could be weird. So, studded leather is 13 plus dex.
What kind of shield am I getting?
are you taking the tower
The small-
shield or are you taking the smaller one? It's just a standard
Shield.
round shield. It's just a shield.
Okay.
So let's just do some quick math. Studded leather, 12 plus dex, so that would be 14, plus the shield is 16, plus the paladin armored thing to give me 17, which would then plus shield of faith give me 19. Cool.
You have way more AC than I do.
I know.
He's a paladin.
I mean, I'm also the other frontliner, so.
Are you? You weren't near the front line that much today. The cleric
was-
was closer to the front line than you were.
I was trying to get the attention off the other guy. It's fine.
There wasn't a front line for me. I just went to the middle.
Yeah, you were the dot.
Tip of the spear.
The
700
safety
experience
O.
each.
700 XP.
So that's 9,400.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Good chunk of XP.
Let's go ahead. Equipment, manage equipment.
Oh. It's not accepting the drop, but I know shields are a +2.
Studded
They
leather.
are.
Take the
Why
leather
wouldn't it take-
off.
Let me see if I can make it
Add the
happen.
studded leather.
Finkel knob. Character sheet.
Da-da-da-da. Character.
Here's the thing I know with the shield, I can't use a two-handed weapon with it.
Uh-huh.
So here's my plan. I'm going
Uh-huh.
to basically wear it into combat, and then the minute I'm doing my first strike, I'm tossing it off to the side.
Alright.
Okay.
So then we'll just have to make sure that you have the equip unequip checkbox
Yeah, I can do that.
available to you.
Well,
It
now,
should be
I can
I
make
think
it's not
I
the
think
spell,
I'm
the
finally
item.
at a paladin's AC, guys.
Did
Oh,
it
I
change
I mean, way to
your
talk trash
AC?
about your AC up to this point.
There it
Oh,
is.
it's-
No, like I'm actually just now at what I was with this
So,
chainmail.
I
only
just
without
put it on
dying.
your sheet from the compendium,
Okay.
and then it has an equipped
Oh,
checkbox
nice.
there.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is great. This has all been fun. I need to go to bed though. So,
All right.
Good night.
Peace and
Good
biscuits.
night.
y'all have,
Have a good night, one.
y'all have a good night.
Neat.
You don't have to stop for me just because
No, this
Nope.
is a good
we
place to
probably
stop.
are.
I'm just saying, don't feel like you have to for me.
Mhm.
But yeah, y'all have a good night. It was fun, and I'll talk to y'all hopefully tomorrow when I get rained out.
Be
If I get
safe.
rained out.
Good night.
If Ichalom leaves any instances where it's just too damaged, I can just go. That's all better because I'm ending.
Was that a light
Well,
crossbow or a heavy crossbow?
Light crossbow.
All better.
I'm gonna leave you guys where you are because I know Pims will have fun with the mushroom man.
Mushrooms. Yes.
Look at you, little one.
I was kind of trying to do a little bit of it because I know that he would just plants.
Hmm
You eat dead people, don't you? That is very cute.
We should have made Cube be warden. Apparently, he's good at it.
Apparently. Oh well.
Now we know.
E.
Do you like how the thing is growing in? It might actually make it to the right length in time for Thanksgiving.
Woo!
Oh, say goodnight to stream, folks.
Good night, stream.
Good night.
Night stream.
Alright, Foglio.
I'll be back.
We are gonna call it Dunsky's here, and gonna go sail off to whatever. I hope you guys had a good night. This should be popping up probably on Monday or something like that. But we'll probably be back to streaming before the end of the month at least, if we don't start it sooner. Y'all have a great night. Bye.
Bye, have a great time.